And, you know, I got to think that Nick Foligno would have been one of the guys that kind of started, initiated that meeting after the Pittsburgh game. What did he do? Come out, scored 2 goals. You know, that's leadership. Back it up from whatever you said in there. You know, we're not finishing this season off without giving it a fight, without playing the best hockey that we can. And he comes out with a 2-goal performance in that game against Boston. So well done for the captain. And, you know, for these younger players, you know, a little bit of an eye-opener that, hey, it's not all fun and games. I know we can all have fun and we can laugh. And, you know, there's a lot of youth on this roster, obviously, and they're all the same age. And they've, you know, been in a position where not only on the ice but off the ice, you know, they're getting to know one another at different levels, you know, so that's good moving forward to build that core group of guys there. But you got to focus on what your job is and what your task at hand is, and that's playing the game the right way and trying to build toward next year with the right attitude and developing that right culture. And I think in that game against Boston, you saw a lot of that come out, the focus, you know, especially the last period. I mean, it wasn't a dominating performance. You know, there was times where, you know, obviously Boston was in control of the game. But when you looked at the ability for them to finish off the game and then hold on to what they built in the third period, that's a good sign moving forward. But I think, you know, more than anything else, it was an attention getter for a lot of the younger players to make sure that they focus and finish off the season the right way.
Speaking of those younger players, on the back end specifically, because Connor Murphy was not out there because of an illness, all 6 defensemen by the Blackhawks were 23 years or younger. Somebody had mentioned a stat to me. I can't remember who it was, but
I think it was me.
Was it you, the Frozen Four?
Yeah, Western Michigan.
Yeah, Western
Michigan, who was playing BU.
Yeah.
Tonight,
yep.
It's BU and Western Michigan. Western Michigan having an opportunity for the first time in their school's history to win an NCAA hockey championship. Their defense was older than the Blackhawks defense.
Unreal.
And if you look at it, you've got you got a 19-year-old in Leshnov. You got Korchinski, who's 20. Renzel, who's 20. 23 is Vlasic.
Yeah,
Del Mastro's 22.
Yeah. Crevier was 23 too.
Yeah, so you're looking at
veteran.
That. The college team's defense was older than the Blackhawks defense. Crazy.
What's even crazier is Vlasic, I think going into the Boston game, had 175 games played in his career in the NHL. The other 5 defensemen combined didn't even reach 175. Like, that's how inexperienced Chicago's back end. But it was valuable experience for them to play in those meaningful minutes, especially in the third period where they're out on the ice, like Sam Renzel out there in a 2-goal lead protecting, for Chicago. So I thought they probably learned a lot in that game too.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for here. You're looking for the experience for these guys, how to finish out games the right way, how to manage pucks, how to kill plays at important parts of the game when you're trying to defend a lead. All those things are something that you want these players to learn. And you talk about meaningful games. In the standings, no. Meaningful, absolutely. These guys are trying to gain as much experience as they can early on in their careers. And yeah, you're not going to get playoff experience, but there's a lot you can do to build up to get to that point. And that was a great opportunity for those younger players. And Vlasic, as you mentioned, is the senior guy there. Now, within that group, no Connor Murphy, no Martinez, the veteran guys that have, been a big part of this defensive group, they weren't there, so you weren't leaning on any of those guys. You had to just, trust the young guys that were out there and trust them to get the job done, which they did.
So we're going into this game, Pat Maroon's final game with the Blackhawks. Very fitting because he played his first career NHL game here at the United Center, and he's going to finish his NHL career game here at the United Center.
Yeah, pretty cool. October 25th with the Anaheim Ducks, plays his first NHL game, 2011. He's gone on to have just a phenomenal career, 847 games, 323 points, over 1,000 penalty minutes, 3 Stanley Cups, all in 3 years in a row. And that hadn't happened since the early 80s when the New York Islanders won 3 cups in a row. So what a great career. I know that he did spent a moment with Darren Pang before the game, which I think will be the pregame interview. I don't know if they're going to show it here at the United Center, but it should be on TV. But both Panger and Maroon got pretty emotional, I guess, in that. And Patty Maroon, 6'3", 235 pounds, but he's a very emotional guy, and this is going to be hard for him tonight. This is going to be his last game in the NHL. Everybody, his family's all in town and all that kind of stuff. So, it's going to be a special moment for him, special, bittersweet type of moment. But at 36 years of age, he's in that position right now where the time has come, and he recognizes it, and good for him that he's going to be able to play his last game here at the United Center.
So it's going to be Pat Maroon's final game here at the United Center. Alec Martinez, this is also going to be his last game. He made that official to Darren Pang in the pregame show on the ice. What a storied career. I think Maroon and Martinez, they are 2 of 6 currently active NHL players with 3 Stanley Cups, and both of them are getting a little send-off here tonight in Chicago.
Yeah, unfortunately for Martinez, or for the Blackhawks, Martinez was with the LA Kings for 2 of those.
Yes.
When the Blackhawks we all know what he did here at the United Center to get their second cup in LA. But then you look at, Patty Maroon, just 2 special guys. You end up, if you're Martinez, you go from LA, you get picked up by Vegas. Well, they're looking for that experience. They're looking for that guy who's been there and won it, and certainly was a big part of Vegas's Stanley Cup a few years ago. So, great career for Martinez as well. And, 862 games in his career. Almost 300 points as a defenseman. And, he wasn't an offensive defenseman, more of a steady stay-at-home type of guy. But, 2 great careers. And, for the Blackhawk fans, a short span here for those 2 players. But I hope that, Blackhawk fans kind of appreciated what, it meant to have those 2 guys inside that room for these younger guys as this franchise moves forward in its rebuild.
All right, last question for you. Important question. Does Rory McIlroy win the Masters? He is currently up to. Bryson just sank a very long birdie putt on 18 as you were speaking that I got semi-distracted, but tomorrow is going to be very fun.
You know what? You're doing this again because the TV in our booth is to my back. So you get to sit there and look at the TV.
I didn't see it live. I saw the post reaction, and I was like, what just happened? And it was Bryson sinking a very long birdie putt.
Yeah. What did you do the other day? You're sitting there watching it, and you never...
it was the fight between Washington and Carolina.
All the fights going on there, and you never even said a word. You're like, hey, Troy, turn around. Look, there's... No, nothing.
How about that, though? A McIlroy, Bryson DeChambeau final pairing tomorrow. Oh, here it is. Here's the putt. It's a very long, and he cut the flagstick in. Wow. Rory and Bryson final pairing tomorrow. Huh?
I will say this: my opinion, attitude towards Bryson DeChambeau has completely changed.
Yes.
From when he first came in. I just didn't like his attitude. There just were things that I didn't like about his personality, and now I've completely turned on that. I mean, he is a fan favorite now. He's trying to improve the game, and that's all he was trying to do in his own way, in a different way, and people criticize him, and now they don't even talk about it anymore. But he spends time with the fans. And I don't think he's trying to repair his reputation. This is who he is.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be really exciting. You see him going off the course right now. He's walking down and he's high-fiving everybody. And it's going to be a great pairing tomorrow.
I'm pumped tomorrow.
Yeah, and I can't wait to be sitting on the plane to Montreal. as these two go head-to-head.
I'll text you updates.
Yeah, thanks. You'll be on your couch watching it.
All right, that's going to do it for the FanDuel
Hey, Troy,
Sports.
did you see that putt? Yeah, no. I'm 30,000 feet up in the air.
That's going to do it for the FanDuel Sportsbook Chicago Blackhawks pregame show and Masters coverage here on 720 WGN. John Weideman and Troy Murray have the call. Coming up next, you're listening to Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks. The NHL season is wrapping up, but the action is better than ever. And with FanDuel, new customers who bet $5 get $250 in bonus bets if you win. So download the app and secure big all season long with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Lake Geneva region is the Midwest's premier golf destination, where you'll find an array of award-winning courses with breathtaking views, stunning landscapes, crystal clear lakes, and rolling fairways. Enjoy challenging courses for all abilities and skill levels from beginners to scratch players. Lake Geneva is the destination to play and stay. Treat yourself to an all-inclusive golf getaway with luxurious lodging, distinctive dining, and a relaxing spa. Plan a group golf outing, a corporate event, or a weekend getaway with friends and family. Lake Geneva has the pros to help you plan a memorable golf experience. And there's no such thing as a rainout, with indoor golf simulators featuring courses from around the globe. So grab your clubs and go. Check out visitlakegeneva.com today for course information and more. That's visitlakegeneva.com. Lake Geneva, it's always been the place for legendary golf.
Let me guess, your parents are older than you, and they need help with everything. And now it's a source of friction with you and your siblings, and you're not all on the same page with how their money is being spent, when and by whom. Here is the name of the person who can help. Carrie Peck. Carrie Peck at the Peck Ritchie Law Firm is Illinois' premier elder law attorney. He can tell you who has the rights, who is wrong. This is something that can be settled out of court, hopefully, but if it needs to go before a judge, you want Carrie on your side. And when you call, that consultation is free. This is only getting more complicated, and maybe time and money are running out. Who's controlling the checkbook? Who's controlling their access? Are you making the best medical decisions? Don't get mad or hit send on that snarky email. Call Carrie now, 312-201-0900. The Illinois Alzheimer's chapter has partnered with Peck Ritchie for educational outreach because Carrie is smart and fair and he knows the law. Call Peck Ritchie, 312-201-0900.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Blackhawks hockey.
Galloping in behind the net. Shot from Mazur. He scores! Here's Bedard from the slot. Shoots. He scores! Slager hustling to a loose puck in front of the Panther. Net back. He scores! The Mastro shoots. He scores! Ethan Del Mastro's first National Hockey League goal.
The kids are alright. It's hockey time. Chicago Blackhawks hockey starts now. Welcome the Chicago Blackhawks radio broadcast team, Troy Murray and John Weideman.
The Chicago Blackhawks hit the ice at the United Center tonight for the final time this season, and they look to take down Winnipeg, a team vying for their first President's Trophy in team history. For the young Blackhawks, finishing the season strong is their goal, and a win over the Jets tonight would be a major step in that direction, but it ain't going to be easy. Hi again, everyone. John Weideman along with Troy Murray and Charlie Romeliotis, along with former Blackhawk captain Dirk Graham, who's graced us with his presence here in the broadcast booth. We thank him very much. And we thank all of you for joining us tonight as the Blackhawks take on the team that's looking like the odds-on favorite to win the Western Conference for sure, and the President's Trophy possibly. They need to win tonight over the Blackhawks, and one more point after that, and they've got their first President's Trophy in their franchise history. And Troy, and I think this is going to be tough sledding for the Blackhawks here tonight. A real challenge for this young hockey team coming off that exciting come-from-behind win in Boston the other night. They're facing a Jets team that's going to be motivated, and that makes it even more difficult against an already tough team.
Yeah, Winnipeg does not want to wait any longer to wrap up the Central and the Western Conference title. Still looking to get the President's Trophy for the first time in their franchise history, but they play a couple games at home against Edmonton and then against Anaheim. Well, Edmonton's in a battle themselves, so you don't want to, put your hands into that game. And then a little bit of a trap game maybe to finish off the season against Anaheim. So they want to get it done here tonight, wrap up things in the Western Conference, and then figure out what they need to do to get the President's Trophy after that. Washington, the only team that can track them down at this point. But this is a good hockey team, a well-coached team. This will be a good challenge for the Hawks here to finish off their home schedule.
And the Capitals were throttled today by the Columbus Blue Jackets in Columbus, so that puts them in a position where they've got to win every one of their remaining games to even have a chance. Oh, well. Who's going to deliver? Sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. I'm competing with the foghorn. I don't mean to, but I have to. Visit getacomfyhome.com. And I love that foghorn, by the way. I'm going to go with the captain. I'm going with Nick Foligno tonight to deliver, Troy. He had a pair of goals in Boston, and it was his second 2-goal performance of the year. And I'm picking him to score a major goal here tonight and lead the way for the Hawks. Keys for tonight's game, sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. And Troy's got your keys.
Yeah, thanks, John. The first key is all in for 60 minutes. Just give it everything you got here. Put on a good show for the fans here at the United Center who have supported this team all season long. The second key is sticking with the game plan. Anders Sorensen gives them an opportunity to kind of figure out what they need to do against a team like Winnipeg. Just execute the right things in the right areas in this game tonight. Third key is make sure you have some fun in this game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A full barn. A lot of excitement, even though the Blackhawks are not going to the playoffs. They're facing a team that could win the Western Conference and the President's Trophy, and that'd be a real notch in the belts of these young Blackhawk players if they could take Winnipeg down here tonight and keep them from claiming that prize by the end of the season. All right, Troy, who are you banking on? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
I'm banking on two people. It's Martinez and Patrick Maroon, both playing their last games of their NHL career. I want to see them go out on a real good note here. Congratulations to both Alex Martinez and Big Patty Maroon for two great careers.
And they're both in the starting lineup. Tonight's presentation of our national anthems are proudly sponsored by Park Ridge Plumbing, a proud partner of Plumbers 911. Jim Cornelison, standing on the red carpet down below us, will deliver "O Canada" and the Star Spangled Banner in the company of some very special guests from our military. Hawks fans, please enjoy both "O Canada" and the Star Spangled Banner. Well, outstanding renditions of both "O Canada" and the Star Spangled Banner before a packed house. It's going to be fun. Tonight's starting lineups are sponsored by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council, strong alone, unstoppable together. For the Winnipeg Jets, it's going to be their old standby, Connor Hellebuck in goal against the Blackhawks in his career. He's 19-7-1. And he is having another Vezina Trophy type of a season. He won the Vezina last year. At defense for the Jets are Dylan DeMello and Josh Morrissey. Up front from left to right, Kyle Connor starts at left wing. Centering the Jets' opening line, Mark Scheifele. Starting at the right wing is Alex Iafallo. For the Blackhawks, it's Spencer Knight in goal. He's 0-1-0 in his career against the Jets. At defense are Connor Murphy and Alec Martinez. Up front from left to right, Landon Slaggert starts at left wing. Joe Valeno centers the Hawks' opening line, and Patrick Maroon in his final NHL game starts at the right wing. Referees this evening are Peter McDougall and Ben Halkitis. Bo Halkitis. The linesmen are James Tobias and Ben O'Quinn. And we're underway here at the United Center as the Jets control off the draw. DeMello will stick the puck off the right side boards deep into the Hawk zone. Here's Martinez in the near corner. Advancing at the center ice, picked off by Scheifele of the Jets. Sends it across the rink. Kyle Connor, Hawk line left wing. He'll stick the puck down behind the net. And again, Martinez handles it. Moves it ahead. Landon Slaggert at center ice to Connor Murphy there. He'll dump the puck to the left wing corner. Jets in. Maroon in to get it to Valeno, right corner. Rims it around right point, Murphy. Sends it left point, Martinez. High slot now, Valeno to Murphy, right circle. Snaps it toward the net, blocked in front. Jets get the puck. Connor in the far corner will dish behind his net into the near corner to DeMello. And the teams will make line changes as Josh Morrissey will handle the puck in behind the Winnipeg net. Adam Lowry skating by the puck. Jets captain, leaving the puck there for Morrissey. Passing up ice on the right wing, Nino Niederreiter into the Hawk zone, stopping along the half boards. Pokes it down to Mason Appleton, back of the net. He'll skate it around, and then the long reach of Vlasic creates a turnover. Vlasic into the Jet zone, turned over the puck. Appleton the other way with a pass. Niederreiter over the Hawk line, right circle. Sticks it in front for Lowry, over his stick. Dylan Sandberg from the left point will fire. This deflects into the glove of Spencer Knight, who was on the seat of his pants after he had been given a bump there by Sam Renzel standing over top of him. But he came up with the save, and a whistle stopped play. No score in the game, 18:40 left in period number one.
All reviews in tonight's game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, with more nationally ranked specialties than any other hospital in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report. The teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest conditions.
Now Frank Nazar off the draw. Sends the puck off the far side boards and down. He's trying to get it ahead to Teuvo Teravainen. The pass unfortunately missed. And icing will be the call, and the faceoff will come down into the Hawk zone. This will be in the circle to Knight's right.
Well, you get another look at this initial save by Spencer Knight, and boy, it's going one way, and it comes back the other. And these goaltenders, so flexible, so quick to react to certain plays here. He's going one way, and he reaches back going the other. What a great save early on.
Yeah. Now Nazar whips the puck to the far boards. Nikolai Ehlers, who will be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year, sends the puck in behind the Hawk net into the near corner. And Cole Perfetti got to it there for the Jets, but angled off of it by Artyom Leshchinov, who moves it up the right wing side, not out of the zone. And the puck taken back by Vladimir Nemesnikov to Nikolai Ehlers' left wing corner. Shoveled off the puck by Nazar. The Hawks will come out of their end, led by Bertuzzi to center ice. Dumps the puck lazily down beside the Jets net. Hellebuck out to play it. Lost the puck in behind his net. Pionk had it and then lost it. Puck is knocked away by Bertuzzi. Ends up the far boards. And Ehlers will hand it off at center ice to Nemesnikov. This taken away by the Hawks' Murphy. To Bertuzzi circling at center ice with the puck. He'll carry back into the Hawk end. Drops it off to Martinez along the left wing side. Then ahead to Nick Foligno, Hawk captain. Over the center ice circle, then over the Jets line. To Philip Kurashev to Connor Murphy, and he hammers one for the right point that sails over the net. Martinez captures the puck left point, leaving it there for Ryan Donato. Tried to go to the far side with a pass, but that was picked off by the Jets and pushed down ice to the Hawk blue line, taken back by the Hawks. Here's Donato into the Jet zone, right wing corner. He's hit as he put the puck behind the net. Philip Kurashev in the left wing corner. tried to flip the puck toward the net. Morgan Barron will take the puck away for Winnipeg. Skated to center ice. Put it ahead in over the Hawk blue line. And Brandon Tanev shot the puck across to the near side. It was intended for Jarrett Anderson-Dolan. This is past him, off his stick. Hawks get it back. Kurashev enters the Jet zone left point. Flips the puck down behind the net where Hellebuck stops it there for Josh Morrissey. And the Jets regroup.
Josh Morrissey, one of the best skating defensemen in the NHL. Another great season for the Winnipeg Jets. He's kind of the mainstay back there. And the way he plays in the playoffs for the Jets this year could determine a lot how far they go.
And he leads the team as among defensemen in scoring. Last year he had a really strong year, and they were calling him Josh Norrisy up in Winnipeg.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Inside the Jet zone along the far boards. The puck is now cleared down ice by Alex Iafallo. The Hawks Artem Levshunov back to get it. Passing up the left wing, Ilya Mikheyev. Put it over the Jets line down the left wing. Oliver Moore fires one off the end boards. Bounces out, and Scheifele will pick it up and carry. Scheifele to center ice on the right wing. Stepping in over the Hawk blue line. Tried to whip it back into the high slot. This is picked off by Levshunov. Taken back by Kyle Connor. Connor, bottom of the right wing circle, turning away. Gave it to Neil Pionk, right point. Lifts it down toward the front of the net. It bounces away to Appleton, who stopped the puck to the far side boards. There to get it, Connor. Put the puck behind the Hawk net. Scheifele flips it up the slot. This is picked off by the Hawks' Wyatt Kaiser. Head to Oliver Moore, and he'll dump the puck slowly to the left wing corner in the Jet zone. And the Jets will get it back. Dylan Sandberg carries in front of his net, moves it up the near side. Niederreiter, who drops it down between the circles to Luke Shen, who came over in a trade earlier this season. Shen clears the puck to center ice. Another veteran, Patrick Maroon, dumping the puck down behind the Jets net. Shen back to get it. He and Slaggert got their sticks on the puck, and it deflects up into the protected netting. We have no score. Hawks and Jets, 15-22 left in period number one.
Well, when Luke Shen was with a different team this year, he got into a fight with Landon Slaggert in behind the Hawks net. And that's not one guy you want to tangle with. And got to give Slaggert a lot of credit for just kind of dropping the mitts and going after him, but you better know who you're going after. Luke Shen kind of let up on him, which I give him a lot of credit. He's a veteran guy, and he knew what was going on there, so gave Slaggert a little bit of a break there. Referees got in at the right time as well.
I was just going to say. And we get back to the play inside the Hawk zone. Morgan Stanley, left point. Logan Stanley, not the bank. Logan Stanley, top of the right circle, firing a shot. This deflects wide beside the Hawk net. Adam Lowry kicks it in behind the Niederreiter. Sticks it to the left point. Shen could not hold the puck in. Pressured by Maroon. And now the puck at the Hawk blue line. Martinez will stick it off the boards into the Jets' end. Stanley passing up the right side. Adam Lowry, Hawk blue line. Knocked down to the ice there by Connor Murphy. Hawks take the puck back deep in their end. Vlasic passing over to Murphy, right wing side. Hawk blue line, and he'll bat it ahead with a backhanded stab. Ends up in the Jet zone. DeMello now will pass up the near side to center ice, front of the penalty boxes. Taken back by Nemesnikov. Back to DeMello, Jet zone. Then out to Nikolai Ehlers at center ice. Crossing the Hawk line. He'll stick it to the left wing side. Morrissey creeping in from the bottom of the left circle. Drives a shot. It's over the net, around the glass, and back down to the Jets blue line. DeMello retreating there to Morrissey at center ice. To Ehlers over the center ice circle. He flips the puck along the far boards, intended for Perfetti. The pass missed. The Hawks get the puck back. Bertuzzi down the left wing into the Jet zone. Challenges to the slot. Could not bring the puck in front, get a shot away. And this is taken away by the Jets. And now it's carried out to center ice. In over the Hawk blue line, down the right wing. A backhand shot deflects up into the protective netting, and out of play it goes. We get a whistle stopping play. And that came off the stick of Brandon Tanev. No score in the game, 13:42 left in period number one. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end April 30th. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Hi, this is Dave Musil, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Murphy. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
A video tribute here at the United Center for Patty Maroon on an incredible career. Family is in attendance. Standing ovation here at the United Center. He comes out to recognize the great fans here. Stick tap to the Winnipeg Jets. All the players up on the bench tapping their sticks along the board. The players on the ice standing at center ice recognizing big Patty Maroon, whose emotions have gotten the better of him. He's a big teddy bear of a guy. Really enjoyed getting to know him this year.
Yeah.
Just a good person. Good person.
And what a great teammate, huh? What a great teammate he is. All right, off the draw in the Hawk zone. Puck is cleared away to the line, but kept in by the Jets. Here's Connor from the left circle firing a shot. Stick save made by Knight. And the puck flows over the blue line to center ice. Morrissey back to get it over to DeMello. Little lead pass on the right wing for Iafallo into the Hawk zone. He's squeezed into the boards by Vlasic. Digging for the puck, Scheifele there. Puck slides out to Nick Foligno. He'll bank it off the inboards over to Sam Renzel. Who lifts a bouncing puck to center ice. Kurashev hands it off to Donato coming by over the jet line down the right wing. Jockeys pass DeMello to the corner. Sends the puck up the boards, but then Niederreiter picks it up. Taken back by Connor Bedard. And then he deked the puck and lost it. Niederreiter passing to center ice up the right wing side to Scheifele. A little lead pass, Niederreiter into the Hawk zone, right circle, pulls up, put it over, and a shot from Appleton from the left circle. Looked like it caught the headgear of Spencer Knight and went wide, and then Appleton piles into the far corner boards and slow to get up. He is going to head back down toward the Jets' end. Looks like he's okay. Meanwhile, Dylan Sandberg along the left boards, Jets' end. Lifts the puck to center ice. Taken back by the Hawks, Wyatt Kaiser. To arch him left shit off Hawk zone. He'll spin it to center ice. Sandberg took it back for the Jets. To Lowry over the Hawk line down the right wing, and he backhands it in front of the net. Misses everybody, ends up on the far boards. Jets get it back. Niederreiter back in the net. Sweeping it around to the right point. Nobody is there, and the puck will slide down into the Jets' end. Here's Luke Schenn with it. Veteran of over 1,000 games in the NHL, a former first-round pick of the Maple Leafs. Dumping the puck down behind the Hawk net. It's cleared away, but not out of the zone. And now here's Perfetti firing from the top of the right circle. That goes high and wide. Murphy's lead pass now to Nazar over the jet line to Teravainen, left circle. Put it over right circle for Bertuzzi. The pass was in his skates. Jets back the other way. Perfetti, Hawk line, left wing side. Steps across. Dumps it into the near corner. Martinez is there. Makes a pass up the right side. Bertuzzi at the Jet blue line, and he'll flip it down the boards in behind the net. Into the near corner it goes. Teravainen took it away. Fed the slap. Bertuzzi shoots. That's over the net.
Now that rolled up on him and went on its side there, and when he went to shoot it, it just kind of shanked it wide.
Now Renzel will chase down a loose puck at center ice. Made a quick pass ahead for Nazar, Jet line. He'll loop back with the puck and give it at the Hawk blue line to Vlasic. Hawks are in the midst of a line change. Sam Renzel now, Hawk line left wing. Put the puck over to Vlasic, right wing to center ice. Tried to stick it off the boards into the Jet zone, but Brandon Tanev took it away for Winnipeg. Over to DeMello. Ahead now to Anderson Dolan, then to Barron into the Hawk zone along the right boards. Falls over Valeno's stick. Penalty coming up here.
Wow, that wasn't a penalty.
No, it wasn't. There's a shot from Morrissey from way out high, and that's wide of the net, and the puck banks onto the stick of Maroon. The whistle blows.
Number 90, minor penalty, tripping.
Boy, I don't think there was a whole lot there. No. Morgan Baird falls down along the boards. Joe Valeno is going to sit for a couple minutes. Just a reminder that all of tonight's Blackhawks insurance goals are sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace. The Jets, second best power play percentage in the NHL. They can come at you from all different angles.
And they've only given up 3 shorthanded goals as this puck is centered by Perfetti from beside the Hawk net, and it hit a stick and deflects up and over the glass. Whistle stopping play. The Jets have been very stingy about giving up shorthanded goals. I mentioned the 3. Faceoff stays inside the Hawk zone to Knight's left.
Their road power play not quite as good as their home power play, which is ranked number 1 in the NHL this season. In the prior 2 games, 0 for 4 against the Hawks.
Here's the faceoff to the left of Knight. Mikheyev will carry it out of there. Mikheyev skating up the right side to center ice in front of the benches. He'll stop and then send it over to the left wing corner Jets end. This will bank in behind the net. Josh Morrissey there. 1:35 on the Jet power play. Morrissey lead pass Ehlers over the Hawk line left wing. Drops it off Perfetti. Shoots. Glove save made by Knight. Spencer Knight was down in the butterfly position and just stuck the glove out. He guessed right. It was actually Kyle Connor firing this puck. The Jets' leading scorer. And having another career year.
Yeah, that's just a real good positional save by Spencer Knight. Really didn't have to expend a whole lot of energy. He was in such great shape facing that shot. Perfect position. Glove right where it needed to be.
In the far corner in the Hawk zone, Ehlers to the puck, leaving it there for Scheifele. To the blue line, Morrissey to Scheifele, top of the left circle. Put it down, bottom of the circle. Connor fed it up the slot. Knocked away by Nazar to the corner to Vlasic. Ahead to Nazar. He'll deflect it down ice. There's a race to the puck. Nazar tried to get to it. Hellebuck came out of his net, shot it up the near side. It hit Nazar's stick. For a moment, he had a chance at a loose puck. But Scheifele, doubling back, took it away. Scheifele through center ice and over the Hawk line. Hands the puck off Perfetti along the right boards to Morrissey right point. Down to Connor beside the right circle. Put it bottom of the circle. Perfetti to Connor right face-off dot. Send it in front for Scheifele, and he shot it just wide. And the puck deflects off the stick of Morrissey down ice into the Jet zone. Now here's Hellebuck out of the net. Tried to clear, taken away by Foligno. Shoots and scores! Back-to-back short-handed goals for the captain, Nick Foligno. Bada boom, bada bang. It's 1-0 Hawks. Foligno, that's his 3rd goal in 2 games. And the Hawks take the lead on the division and conference leading Jets. 1-0, and the United Center is on their feet and celebrating.
And both of them have come on empty netters. Because
sort of.
Connor Hellebuck comes out for the 2nd time on this Jets power play to play the puck. Almost gave it away to Nazar. This time he backhands it right into the body of Foligno. He picks it up off the boards. Hellebuck's not anywhere near his net. Goes through the legs of the defenseman who was trying to defend on the wide open 6x4. So the Hawks up 1-0 on their 6th shorthanded goal of the season. Time to break out the Bandito.
Yeah, baby.
Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
Here's Nazar down the left wing Jet zone. Centers the pockets off the stick of Niederreiter. 4 seconds left on the Jets power play. They come out of there in led by Namestnikov. Valeno now steps out of the box. The Hawks return to full strength. Puck is shot down the boards. Here's a shot now from the left point now. That's wide of the Hawk net off a deflection. And Tanev to the puck now in the high slot. Oh, and he is protesting this call. And he better be careful. He's going to get a misconduct penalty. Berating an official like that. He's got the referee in tow telling him, you better shut your mouth and head to the bench. 8:32 left in period number 1 here at the United Center. Hawks 1, the Jets no score on the Foligno shorthanded goal. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey Blackhawks fans, this is Connor Murphy and you're listening to WGN Radio.
Got an older wrecked car taking up space in your driveway or garage? Get cash in a flash. from Global Auto Recycling and Repair. They'll take that unwanted car off your hands today. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll give you cash in a flash to take away that old junk car, even if it's no longer running. Call 847-608-4700 for Global Auto Recycling and Repair and get cash in a flash.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
For decades, Chicagoland has trusted one name to keep their cars looking great, Mako. And now, for a limited time, get 30% off paint to make your ride shine like new. Need financing? No problem. 0% for 12 months available. See store for details. So call, stop in, or log on to Mako.com. That's MAACO to find a location near you. Mako, America's body shop. Uh-oh, better get Mako. Hey Blackhawks fans, Club Citgo saves you money on every fill-up, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Club Citgo, you're good to go.
John Vitamin, Troy Murray, Charlie Rinaldi-Otis here at the United Center. Last home game of the season. Hawks up 1-0. Short-handed effort by Nick Foligno.
Back inside the Hawk zone, Connor Bedard between the circles to a loose puck. They'll bat it ahead for Oliver Moore, but it rolls off his stick and the Jets get possession. At the Hawk blue line, Barron flipping it back to Sandberg at the Jet line. Passes up the left wing, Brendan Tanovitz center ice. He'll stick the puck down behind the Hawk net. And Kaiser had it. He was hustled from behind, lost the puck. And now Bedard nearly overskates it at the Hawk blue line. A penalty coming up here. This will be to the Jets. Deep in the Hawk zone, Artyom Levshunov now behind the Hawks empty net as Spencer Knight is on the bench. The extra man is Teravainen. Kaiser left wing side, put on a burst of speed to center ice and drops the puck back, and they're going to say that Ehlers controlled the puck there for a moment, and the whistle blows. Hawks get their first Citgo power play.
I just got to say, Charlie is just, he's so on top of his game since he did the last 2 games that he has come up with this really good nugget. The Blackhawks have scored on their last 5 shots.
How about that?
How about that?
I mean, you and I...
How about them apples?
I got a number.
I got a number. We are on a Citgo power play. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
We were just in Boston, over on the corner, down by the harbor. Inside the Hawk zone, a swing and a miss by Lowry, but the puck rolls out to center ice anyway. And Sam Brinzel will pick it up and back skate down between the circles, Hawk in, then carry to center ice, front of the benches, where he leaves the puck for Nazar. Sends it back to Bedard, Hawk line, head to Teravainen over the Jet line. Drops it off, Nazar's got it in his skates, and it's pushed out of there by Iafallo to center ice. Nazar back to get it to Rinzel, Hawk zone, ahead to Bedard over the Jet line, outnumbered, but Rinzel bails him out. Rinzel left circle, put the puck down behind the Jets net to Bertuzzi. Bank pass out to the right point, Bedard. Moves it left point, Rinzel to Bedard, high slot. Put it over Teravainen, top of the right circle to Rinzel through the high slot. Back to Teravainen, to the slot, Nazar fires, stick save made by Hellebuck. Good recovery by Bedard to Rinzel, high slot. To Teravainen, top of the right wing circle. Put it beside the net, Bertuzzi. Whips it up the slot. Here's Bedard, a one-timer, he scores! Power play goal! The Hawks lead the Jets 2-0. Outstanding puck movement by the 5 on the ice for the Hawks. And Bedard cashes in. 2-0 Hawks.
Boy, for a power play that has been struggling, 7 games without a goal, 0 for 14 coming into this one. Great puck movement, as you said, John. Man, they did a nice job of retrieving the puck. They moved it around. They opened up the one-timer. Went from high to low, from side to side. And then Hellebuck should have this one. It's just right between his legs. Just can't close the wickets fast enough from that shot. Coming from Connor Bedard, that's his 10th of the season on the Citgo power play, his 21st of the year, and it's time to break out the Bandito once more time. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. Hawks up 2-0.
Yeah. Outstanding work by Renzel as well, just to make that little dish. Doesn't take a lot, but just a perfect little, 12-foot, 13-foot pass.
Yeah, perfect. I want Charlie to go to work, get his pen and paper, and try and figure out how many goals on how many shots now.
Charlie, I got the abacus down here if you need it, okay? Just, let me know. All right.
He's saying 6 and 7.
6 and 7?
Boy, where'd you go to school?
Let me see.
Did you go to school?
I barely got by.
6 and 1, carry the 3. What? Are you sure? That doesn't add up. Get back to us, will you, Char? Here's Scheifele into the Hawk zone right wing side. Tried to pass the puck across the rink, picked off by Landon Slaggert. Racing back up ice, and he's caught by Scheifele at the Jets line. Pokes it across. We get a whistle on an offside call here against the Hawks.
Boy, you got to think that Scott Arneal, the head coach of the Winnipeg Jets, not happy with the start. Sloppy by his top goaltender. Gave away a couple plays on the power play. Ended up with a shorthanded goal by Nick Foligno. And then this one just goes between the legs. You don't see that happen very often. Maybe a little bit of lack of focus coming in here. Best team in the West against the Hawks that are sitting only ahead of the San Jose Sharks in the Western Conference.
Scott Arneal is going to get definite consideration for the Jack Adams Trophy. Here's a shot from the left point. This is off the stick of Logan Stanley, and it's gobbled up by Spencer Knight. He'll hold it in the crease for whistle stopping play. 2-0 Hawks, 5:51 left in period number 1 here at the United Center. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
How many people can say they've had part of their spine removed? Well, me for one. I'm Jeff. And though it sounds impossible, that's what my team at Northwestern Medicine did. I had a rare spinal bone cancer, which brought my neuro-oncologist and neurosurgeon together to create the treatment plan that saved my life.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Jeff's team took on and treated his 1 in a million condition. They removed a large section of his spine and the tumor in one piece because spilling just one cell would risk spreading cancer throughout his body. They then rebuilt his spine with a metal frame.
I was in surgery for 14 hours, but that's nothing compared to all the time I've gotten back.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
It's Truck Month at Bob Josh Chevrolet in Elburn. Right now, get 2.9% APR for 72 months on a brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Turbo Max with all the bells and whistles. Hurry in for the best selection. Bob Josh Chevrolet next to Reams Meat Market in Elburn, Illinois. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Plus tax, title, license, and doc fee to qualified buyers with approved credit. Not all buyers will qualify based on $15.15 per 1,000 financed. See dealer for details. Expires 4/30/25.
If it happens in Chicago, we know about it. The Lisa Dent Show. Weekdays 2 to 6. Now back to the game.
A power play goal by Connor Bedard is a Blackhawks insurance goal, and that is sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace. 5:51 to go. Hawks up 2-0 on the Jets.
They're on the Hawk zone. Martinez took the puck behind the net. Snaps it up the left wing side. It was intended for Donato. The pass missed. Jets get it back. Mason Appleton along the right side boards Hawk in. Sweeps it down behind the net. Now Murphy hands it over to Martinez, who's hit as he unloads a pass up the left wing. Donato. He goes rink wide with a pass to Foligno. Over the Jet line, and he'll poke the puck down to the corner. Nino Niederreiter back to get it there. He'll fling the puck behind the Jets net to Neil Pionk, who clears the center ice. Hawks get it back. Here's Foligno down the right wing. Muscling Stanley away from the puck. Foligno to the right wing corner. Put the puck to the deep slot. Kaiser leaving it for Levshin, off back to Kaiser. Kaiser had to try and poke check it away from one of the Jets. The Jets take the puck back. Adam Lowry into the Hawk zone. High slot area. Drops it off. Appleton right circle. Flips the puck in front of the Hawk net. This eludes everybody but Ryan Donato. He's through center over the Jet line. Top of the right circle. It's the trailer Kaiser. Kaiser in the high slot. Over to Donato. Top of the right circle. Guns it toward the net. It went through the crease and wide. And the puck pinballs out of the left wing corner and ends up back down ice in the Hawk end. Kaiser swings the puck behind the net. Oliver Moore far corner to Kaiser behind the net again. Put it up the middle of the ice to Bedard. Over to Wyatt Kaiser, right wing side Hawk line. Ahead now to McCabe over the jet line near the right point. McCabe drops it over, left circle Bedard. Backing up to the half boards. He sends it back to McCabe, left point, down to Bedard, top of the left circle. Snaps it over off the right corner boards. Rinzel there to McCabe, back of the net. Now to Bedard in the left wing corner. He eludes a couple of Jets, trying to make a pass that not popped up into the air. Vlasic got it back left point. Put it down to Bedard along the left half boards. He'll carry back to the point. Flip it back over to the right wing corner. Nemesnikov of the Jets sticks it off the boards ahead now to Perfetti. And he'll clear the puck down into the Hawk zone. Jets go for a line change. Vlasic has the puck between the circles, Hawk zone. He is also holding the puck for a Hawk line change. Vlasic now to Rinzel, Hawk line right wing. That's it ahead to Nazar. Center ice to the Jet line. Had it taken off his stick the other way. Alex Iafallo into the Hawk zone. Trying to make a pass, picked off by Vlasic. Ahead now for Teravainen, then to Rinzel. To Nazar, but it's off his stick. DeMello took the puck away. Head to Connor, across the Hawk line right wing, drops it off Scheifele, tried to return it to the slot. Rinzel was smart to the plate, got a stick into the passing lane, knocking the puck away, and the Hawks take possession. Martinez from the left wing side, Hawk zone, lifts the puck through the air to the Jet blue line. Morrissey pawed it down to the ice, and the Jets now get possession. Scheifele into the Hawk zone down the left wing, stopping along the half board. Chase back to the point, turn the puck over Slaggert. Lead pass for Murphy on a breakaway. Over the Jet line, down the slot, he'll shoot! And a shoulder save made by Hellebuck. Murphy behind the net, tried to center the puck. Had it knocked off his stick to the far corner. Kyle Connor there, rolls away from a check and clears the puck to center ice. Artem Leshinaw took it back for the Hawks. He'll snap it down the left side boards in behind the Jet net. Hellebuck didn't see Veleno coming along, and Veleno skewers the puck away up the far boards. Kyle Connor there moves it rink wide to Pionk. Jet line on the right wing side, and he'll sweep it ahead for Barron into the Hawk zone, but it's over his stick. Kaiser hit in the near corner, moves the puck up the left wing for Veleno to Kaiser. Put it back in front of the Hawk net. Levshunov there. Well, batted up the right side at center ice. Brandon Tanev's got the puck back for the Jets into the Hawk zone. Turned it over to Wyatt Kaiser. He'll stick it off the left side glass into the Jet end. And Big Luke Shen will stick it down to the Hawk blue line. Kaiser there. Head now to Slaggert, Jet line. At the end of his shift, he'll fire it off the inboards and in behind the Winnipeg net. Luke Shen there for the Jets. To Sandberg, left wing side, Jet zone. Now to Shen at center ice. Sticking it down the boards. It rides the shelf around behind the net up the far side. Appleton took the puck back at the left point. Wings it behind the net. Niederreiter there to Pionk right point. Then out to Niederreiter at the point. Put it down to Appleton right corner. He fed it behind the net. Lowry centers. This deflects in front of the net and free. And Vlasic's got the puck. Tried to clear it out of the zone. And Foligno will give it a tap to center ice. Lowry took the puck back in front of the penalty boxes. Drops it back into the Jet zone. And now Stanley in front of the benches, winds it off the left side boards and down beside the Hawk net. Knight will calmly stop it and settle it down in behind the Hawk net for Rinzel as the Hawks regroup for a breakout.
You know, in some ways, it's been a quiet period. Shots on goal, 8-4 in favor of Winnipeg, but maybe only one high-quality danger opportunity for the Winnipeg Jets up to this point, and the Hawks have scored 2 goals on the 4 shots that they've taken.
Now Ehlers took the puck away in the far corner, put it behind the net. It's rimmed around to the high slot area where DeMello fires, and that goes wide. We're under a minute to play in period number 1. Hawks 2, the Jets no score. DeMello racing in for the right point to the corner, takes the puck. Spins it behind the Hawk net into the far corner. Mikheyev took it away from Ehlers, but shot it over to DeMello. He sent it over to Morrissey left point. He snaps one toward the Hawk net, but it deflects through to the near boards, and Martinez will clear through the air and down to the Jets blue line and eventually down into the Jets end. Hawks will get a line change. 28 seconds left on the clock. DeMello with a lead pass up the right side. Perfetti at center ice, deflecting it down the boards behind the Hawk net. Knight stops it behind the net, surveys his options, passes over to Murphy. He'll clear to Bedard at center ice. Iafallo took the puck back for the Jets. Steps into the Hawk zone, fires a long shot that's stuck wide by Knight. 8 seconds left in the frame. Murphy checked into the near boards, but moves the puck ahead. Teravainen and clears to center ice, and that's how the period will end. Although they were outshot by the Winnipeg Jets 8-4, an outstanding period by the Chicago Blackhawks. Nobody could dispute that. a shorthanded goal from their captain, Nick Foligno, a power play goal off the stick of Connor Bedard, a wonderful warm moment type of honorarium for Patrick Maroon, courtesy of the video board and the Blackhawks organization. And I think everybody that's come down to the game so far, Troy, is having a good time, feel like they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a real good period for the Hawks. They just kind of quieted the Jets. I expect the Jets to be a lot more active in the second period. That's certainly not the period that they would like to have, trying to wrap up the Western Conference, the Central Division. In this game, if they win that, they lock both of those up there and then continue on their push towards the President's Trophy. But real good period by the Hawks. I thought their puck management was really good. The way that they played well defensively. The one thing Winnipeg does in their own end here is they are as strict man-on-man. And if you can shake one player and find that open guy, you're going to get opportunities. And I thought the Hawks didn't exploit that as much as they could have, but certainly took advantage of a couple mistakes from Hellebuck.
You know, to me, Troy, the key to this period was not so much the fact that they just outscored the Jets. To me, it was that penalty kill. Now, take the shorthanded goal out of the equation. They killed the penalty. I mean, if they give up a power play goal early, we're looking at a different game.
Yeah, and very sloppy by Hellebuck in making two very uncharacteristic type of plays where he came out where the puck was high in the zone, raced out there. The first time, he almost gave it away to Nazar, got away with that one. Second time, he shoots it into the body of Foligno, and Foligno able to get it. And before Hellebuck could get anywhere near the net, he had an opportunity for Foligno to fire that one in, and picks up his second shorthanded in as many games. And the Hawks now are up to 6 on the season. Not too bad where they were not too long ago.
Not bad at all. And by the way, a real nice gesture in my opinion. Anders Sorensen starting both Patrick Maroon and Alec Martinez, who, you know, they're both at a position where this could be the end, right?
Yeah, and, you know, hopefully we're going to have an opportunity to talk to Big Patrick Maroon here during the first intermission.
All right.
He's downstairs now. All right.
He's in place. He sure is. Patrick Maroon, the Big Rig, is our guest. And Patrick, ordinarily I started off with a question. I'm going to start this off with a statement. I've really enjoyed getting to know you during the year. I thank you for everything you've done for the Blackhawks organization and for us as broadcasters. You've made our year an awful lot of fun, and we wish you all the best, buddy.
Thank you guys so much, and I really appreciate those kind words. And I thank you guys enough for, you know, just always talking highly of me. So I really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me.
Patrick, when you look at the video tribute that you got here, you had one in St. Louis as well, recognition throughout the league from the other teams that you guys have played here recently since your announcement that this will be your last season. What does that mean to you to have the respect of your peers like you have?
Yeah, I really do. I'm shocked that it's gone this way because it's been I'm really enjoying it. You know, I'm just a player that just plays hard. I'm not a Hall of Famer. I'm just a player that just loves his teammates, loves to play hard, and tries to help their teammates as much as possible, and just be a guy there, just someone to be, you know, someone I can have these guys lean on a little bit. And, you know, thank you to the Blackhawks organization for doing that. They don't have to do anything, and, you know, I'm just announcing my retirement. That's it. And so, you know, respect to the teams that have been playing, and, you know, obviously, you know, the video tribute tonight, it's hard. You know, I've been crying for 2 days now, so I don't know if I have any more tears in me, but I can't thank the Chicago Blackhawks organization. They didn't have to do anything tonight, and I really thank them enough, and the fans for, you know, giving me an ovation. It means a lot to me.
You know what? Kudos for what you just said. Amazing words. Thank you very much. But, you know, when you look over your career, and I've got one guy in mind, you know, who has been that guy in your career since the beginning when you played roller hockey to having the support, giving you the support now in the NHL that you'd like to give a little shout out to?
Oh, man, and there's a lot, but Kelly Chase obviously has.
That's the guy.
Just been a tremendous impact on my career. And Will Chase, his son, texted me today, and what Ray Lynn and Kelly have done for me, they impacted my career so much. And Kelly was always in my corner, and you know, he always had my back, and he always believed in me. And I can't thank him enough for always pushing me and being a better human and being a better person. I learned so much from him just away from the rink, the off-ice stuff and the way he does things, the way he handles stuff and the fans and everything. So I'm praying for him. I know he's fighting a big battle right now in cancer, and I know his 3 kids and Braylon are, have huge support system with Kelly, and I'm praying, like you, Troy, we, as peers and players, and doesn't matter who you are, we pull for guys that, are fighting that good fight, and, I love that guy so much, and I know he'll get through this.
Well said, and I echo John's comments at the beginning of this interview. Thank you for everything that you did for us this year. It's been a pleasure getting to know you.
And by the way, Patrick, one last thing. We're all praying for Chaser, and you, my friend, are a book that's waiting to be written, in my opinion. Go get him in the second period, bud. Thanks for being our guest.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. It's been awesome to work with you guys.
Likewise here. Patrick Maroon, the big rig, was our guest here in the intermission. All right, 2-0 Hawks after 20. Charlie Romeliotis, after all of that, is standing by in Blackhawks Central. Oh, we're joined by Darren Pang. Are you kidding me? Wow, this booth just...
Get to a break quick.
Okay, all right. Charlie will have the intermission segment in just a moment. 2-0 Hawks. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
When you only want to work with the best in commercial concrete, think Concrete Illinois. Visit ConcreteIL.com, where you'll find the top commercial concrete contractors for your next project. Cement Mason LMCC members are skilled union employees who have the experience, skill, and focus needed to get the job done right, on time, and on budget. There's tremendous value in using skilled tradesmen on your commercial concrete project. To learn more, visit ConcreteIL.com. That's ConcreteIL.com. As the official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks, Enterprise is ready to go the extra mile. They're dedicated to the most dedicated fans in the game. And with Enterprise on your team, you can move forward with confidence, knowing they've got your back. They're always available with mobility solutions, whether you need a rental replacement, truck, or even tailored business strategies. At Enterprise, your goal is their goal, and they're ready with the assist. Hockey fans, catch every NHL postseason moment at the Barn Hockey Bar, Chicago's ultimate hockey destination. Located at 1659 West Ogden Avenue, the Barn delivers wall-to-wall action with over 60 massive TVs, and the sound is always on, putting you right in the middle of the action. Enjoy unbeatable drink specials all postseason long, plus a menu packed with game day favorites. Surrounded by legendary hockey memorabilia, you'll feel the passion the second you walk in. Whether you're with friends or fellow fans, this is where hockey lives. Visit barnhockeybar.com for details.
John Hansen here, Steve Bug from Great Lakes Credit Union. The merger you guys had is going to help you give back to the community, isn't it?
Yep. We help households and individuals on the verge of foreclosure. Through our intervention counseling program, we saved $7.9 million of those assets in the community. So that's keeping people in their homes, being able to afford their mortgage payments. We help whoever their lender is to come up with a plan that both can live with.
For more, head to glcu.org.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Romeliotis.
We are through 20 minutes here at the United Center, and the Blackhawks are up 2-0 on the Winnipeg Jets here at the United Center finale this season for the Blackhawks. The first period over-under at 1.5. The over was -125. Those odds are according to Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. The first period over did hit, by the way. We had a busy NHL schedule today, 10 other games on the slate, so let's get to some of these updates. Some final scores earlier today. The Philadelphia Flyers knocked off the New York Islanders 4-3 in a shootout. The Columbus Blue Jackets shut out the Washington Capitals 7-0. There was no Alex Ovechkin or Jacob Chychrun in that game for the Washington Capitals because they were resting. The Carolina Hurricanes rolled past the New York Rangers 7-3. The LA Kings knocked off the Colorado Avalanche 5-4. And then a few other games currently going on. The Florida Panthers are up 2-1 on the Buffalo Sabres in the second intermission. And the Canadiens and Maple Leafs are tied 0-0 at the first intermission. And 4 games later tonight, the Utah Hockey Club are in Dallas to take on the Stars. The Canucks are hosting the Wild tonight. The Golden Knights are hosting the Nashville Predators. And the St. Louis Blues are in Seattle to take on the Kraken. Also in the Frozen Four championship between Boston University and Western Michigan, it is a 1-1 tie so far in the first period. Elsewhere in sports, the White Sox knocked off the Red Sox 3-2 on a pinch hit walk-off single from Brooks Baldwin. They go for the sweep tomorrow. And later tonight, the Cubs are in LA to take on the Dodgers. Ben Brown will get the start as the Cubs look to snap a 2-game losing skid. And how about a Masters update? Rory McIlroy surged to the top of the leaderboard after shooting 6 under par today. He is now in the lead at 12 under. Bryson DeChambeau is 2 shots behind him at 10 under par after a long birdie putt on 18. They will be the final pairing tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, here at the United Center, Hawks are up 2-0 on the Winnipeg Jets. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Chris Cuomo from News Nation. The Blackhawks play here on WGN Radio.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Chicago's weather changes as often as line changes in a hockey game. Beat Chicago's weather extremes with new fiberglass windows from the Gilkey Window Company. Gilkey is Chicago's only family-owned, direct-to-consumer manufacturer who make, in my opinion, the best fiberglass windows and patio doors, independently verified as one of the most energy-efficient windows in America. For beautiful windows ready for any weather, choose fiberglass or choose vinyl. Just be sure to choose Gilkey. Go to Gilkey.com.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Hey, Hawks fans, next season marks 100 years of Blackhawks hockey in Chicago. A century of unforgettable goals, iconic championships, legendary players, and generations of fans standing together. Now it's your turn to be part of the story. Full and half-season ticket plans are on sale now at blackhawks.com/membership. With the Blackhawks membership, you won't just watch the season, you'll be a part of it. Experience the rivalries, celebrations, and moments that will be talked about for the next 100 years. Secure your seat today at blackhawks.com/membership. Charlie Meliotis and Troy Murray here. Great to hear from Pat Maroon and how gracious he's been with his time all season long, and I was happy that we were able to speak with him one last time, Troy.
You know what? I didn't know much about Pat Maroon before he came to the Blackhawks. Just what I kind of heard. Great guy, and just a real big personality, and that's what he was. I mean, just he has meant so much to these younger guys, and he is so thoughtful and so emotional, so passionate, and you could hear it in his voice. He's just talking about it, who he wanted to thank and who he wanted to talk about. He's one of those guys, and I use this term, he gets it. And that's why teams have always wanted him. Tampa Bay wanted him. Those are the type of guys that teams want inside their room to help out younger players, to be able to finish off things that were started. And he's been such a big influence on so many of the young guys inside that locker room in such a positive way that the Blackhawks organization, very fortunate to have him, especially in a year like this where it's always, a struggle in a rebuild. Just a huge personality and just a great human being.
Congrats to Pat Maroon on an incredible NHL career. 6th round draft pick with the Philadelphia Flyers, first 5 years in the minors, and ends up being a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. The Blackhawks are up 2-0 on the Winnipeg Jets through one period. We'll have the second period action coming up next on 720 WGN.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
Marquette Bank has been Chicagoland's neighborhood bank for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. Marquette Bank is here to help you build savings, buy a home, plan for retirement. Marquette Bank is here to help you achieve your financial goals. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926. At the Midwestern University Speech Language and Physical Therapy Institutes, they take the time to get to know you. Their student and faculty providers offer unrushed and thorough health care. Experience the Midwestern difference for your speech, language, and physical therapy needs with state-of-the-art technology and specialized services. Located just off I-355 and Butterfield Road, visit MWUclinics.com to learn more. The Midwestern University Clinics, your family's home for healthcare.
Our springtime magic will take your breath away. Ohio's Hocking Hills is an easy drive away where waterfalls rush into deep gorges and colorful wildflowers line endless hiking trails. Experience it from horseback, zip line, or a guided eco tour. Great restaurants, wineries, and breweries give way to dazzling dark skies at the free John Glenn Astronomy Park, and so much more. Find the magic at ExploreHockingHills.com.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
The second period is next.
The second period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Back here at the United Center where the Blackhawks and Jets are on the ice for the start of the second period. It was a 2-goal first for Chicago. The first by Nick Foligno and the second by Connor Bedard, his 21st of the season.
To Renzel, high slot. To Teravainen, top of the right wing circle. Put it beside the net for Bertuzzi. Whips it up the slot. Here's Bedard, a one-timer. He scored! Power play goal. The Hawks lead the Jets 2-0. Outstanding puck movement by the 5 on the ice for the Hawks. And Bedard cashes in. 2-0 Hawks.
For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood baking and giving back to the community. Bedard is now 1 goal away from matching his career high of 22 last year, John. Hopefully
Absolutely.
He gets it tonight in front of the hometown friends.
All right. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, he's closing in on that assist record. And the one that Edzo holds. As that is a Blackhawk teenager. We'll get to that if we can here a little bit. 2-0 Hawks as we set to begin play here in period number 2. Joe Veleno facing off at center ice with Adam Lowry, the captain of the Winnipeg Jets. And the drop of the puck, second period underway. Jets control. Morrissey at the Jet blue line. Put the puck over to DeMello. And he sticks it off the right boards intended for Appleton in front of the benches. This is over a stick and down, but Murphy behind the net. Put it back over to Alec Martinez, who can't clear it out of the zone up the left wing side. Puck ends up back in behind the net. Niederreiter had it stripped away by Murphy, who was given a bump by Lowry. And then Murphy goes over to hit Lowry as Lowry put the puck behind the net. Niederreiter fed it out to the top of the right circle, and DeMello shot one over top of the net, goes wide. Loose puck to the left wing boards. Martinez passing up the left wing, could not clear the zone. Now Slaggert takes the puck away from Adam Lowry at the Hawk blue line. Skating it through center over the Jet line down the right wing side. Carries behind the net, put it into the left wing corner to Maroon. He'll stick it around behind the net up the near side. Renzel along the right side boards. To Bedard, he lost the puck in the corner to Morrissey of the Jets. He'll clear to center ice. Oliver Moore racing back to get it. Put on a burst of speed, breaks in over the Jet line down the left wing. He put it up the slot, a shot by Mikheyev, and a pad save made by Hellebuck. What a chance generated by the speed of Oliver Moore. Appleton in the far corner, jet zone. Had the puck stripped away. Here's Mikheyev back in the net. Mikheyev right circle. Send it out to the left point. Vlasic down to Bedard, bottom of the left circle. Fed a pass up the slot. Brinzel's got it now at the right point. Down to Moore in the right wing corner. Fed it in front. It's off the stick of Mikheyev, who's puck in behind the net. And Morrissey sent it away to the far corner. Shifley clearing to center ice. Hawks have to regroup. Brinzel back into the jet zone. Top of the circle, firing a shot. And a blocker save made by Hellebuck. Jets get the puck back. Here's Kyle Connor to center ice. Bats one into the Hawk zone, but a good play by Wyatt Kaiser to step in the proper place and just take that bank pass away so the Hawks could get possession. Kaiser now skates the puck to center ice. Flings it down the left side glass in behind the Jets net. You hear that whistle cutting the air. Offside on the play against the Hawks. 18:03 left in period number 2. 2-0 Chicago Blackhawks.
I think actually they were going to say that Wyatt Kaiser did not make it to the red line here, and it's going to be an icing call. Boy, I thought he was there. That's a real nitpicky kind of call. So face off to the right-hand side of Spencer Knight. It'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866 Four Seasons.
Well, from the draw, the Jets end up with the puck. Ehlers in the right corner. Put it back to the right point. Pionk rippling them on goal. That's turned out of there with a stick save from Knight. Puck cleared by Mikheyev to center ice. Jets come right back into the Hawk zone. But Ehlers coughed up the puck to Murphy. Clearing it ahead now to center ice to Teravainen. He fights off of a check and bats the puck with a backhander deep into the Jet zone to the left wing corner. Neil Pionk back to get it there. Passing up the middle of the ice to Ehlers. He'll hand the puck off to Perfetti over the Hawk line. Down the left wing side. Whips it behind the net. Puck rolls up the far side, and Bertuzzi's able to bump it to center ice. Nazar comes along, racing down the left wing Jet zone, walks into the net and shoots, and a shoulder save is made by Hellebuck, who knocked it out of there with his glove. Oh, and then Ehlers has run over there by Nazar as he hit him from behind, just inside the Jet blue line. And Nazar is given a little bit of a cross-check from Ehlers, who now heads to the Jets bench. Meanwhile, Levshunov at center ice, dumping the puck down behind the Jets net. Kurashev to the puck, moves it into the near corner to Foligno. Goes down under a check, but hands the puck off to Donato. Moving it up the near boards, Tanev took the puck away for the Jets. Ahead to Barron, crossing the Hawk blue line, put it down the right wing side. And Anderson Dolan flipped it in front of the net. That deflects in behind. Jets get it back. High slot. Morrissey a shot. Blocked by Tanev, who has the puck in his feet between the circles. Tried to turn around and shoot it. Could not. Ryan Donato took the puck out and pushes over the blue line to center ice. Barron will take the puck back for the Jets. Sticks it off the right corner boards in the Hawk zone. Martinez guides it behind the net over to Levshunov, who advances it to center ice to Donato, then to Foligno. He put the puck in front of the Hawks bench, and Martinez will stick it down into the Jet zone behind the net and up the near side. And here's Anderson Dolan into the Hawk zone down the left wing, firing a shot. Pad save made by Knight. Hawks back the other way. Slaggert got ahead of the puck at the Jet blue line, had to stop. Put it back to Veleno in the Hawk zone. Then to Murphy in front of the net. Murphy with some room will pass up the left wing. Wyatt Kaiser in front of the benches at center ice. To the big rig, Patrick Maroon in front of the Hawks bench. And he backhands the puck down in on goal. Hellebuck stuck it in behind the net to Morrissey. He'll drive it around to the right side to center ice. Taken back by Kaiser of the Hawks. To Maroon over the Jet line. Grab the slot. Murphy shoots. Stick save made by Hellebuck. Maroon to the puck behind the net. Drives it around up the near side. This is off the stick of Niederreiter and out the center ice to the Hawk blue line. Wyatt Kaiser settling it down there. Here's Kaiser with the puck. He'll skate it out over the center ice circle. And then to the Jet blue line where he'll fire it down the glass in behind the net into the near corner. Veleno and Morrissey vie for the puck, and Morrissey unintentionally snaps the puck up into the glove of Hellebuck. He actually had to make a save on an attempt, or a volley anyway, from one of his own teammates. Whistle stops play, face off in the Jet zone in the circle to Hellebuck's left.
Blackhawk fans, next season marks 100 years of hockey in Chicago, and full and half-season ticket plans are on sale right now. Experience the rivalries, the celebrations, and the unforgettable moments that will define this milestone season. You don't want to miss this. Secure your seat today at blackhawks.com/membership.
Well, Bedard's going to face off with Mark Shifley. He's under 50% at the dot for his season average, but this situation, he wins this draw. The puck is cleared all the way down by Dylan Sandberg, and icing is the call. They'll do it again in the Jet zone. We're down to 15:04 left on the clock for the second. No change in the score.
Shifley having another excellent season for the Jets, working a 4-game point streak coming into this one. Points in 9 of the last 10 games. Been a huge part of this Jets franchise for a lot of years.
Outstanding center for the Jets, Mark Shifley, playing in his 12th season with the Jets. Here's Mikheyev from center ice, breaking into the Jet end, stopping at the right wing side to Vlasic, left circle, pumps it on goal. Butterfly save made by Hellebuck. Vlasic ends up with the puck in the high slot, sends it over right wing corner, Bedard. He'll leave it there for Oliver Moore. Moore rolls off of a check from Sandberg, but lost the puck. Cleared to center ice by Shifley, and then taken back by Rinzel, and he flings it back into the Jet zone, and we get an offside here against the Hawks. So line changes for both teams. They'll face it off at center ice, not far from where the penalty boxes are. 2-0 Hawks.
Yeah, the Blackhawks line change sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. The Jets, this is their last road game for the Blackhawks. It's their last home game. Jets will finish off the season against Edmonton tomorrow. I do believe that is the schedule. Correct. And against the Anaheim Ducks, the Blackhawks will travel and play back-to-back Monday, Tuesday against Montreal and Ottawa.
Bertuzzi at center ice now on the right wing side, snapping the puck down the boards behind the Jets net. Hellebuck guides it away, but not out of the zone. And Martinez reaching for the puck out in the deep slot area, had it roll off his stick blade to center ice. Murphy shot the puck back down into the Jet zone. Nazar from the left wing boards sends it back behind the net. And Stanley will take it there, and driving it around up the left wing. Ehlers at center ice to Nemesnikov, Hawk blue line, passing his skates, gave it away. Bertuzzi's got a breakaway down the left wing, Jet zone, put it in front, Nazar shoots! Hellebuck down with a butterfly save, and then goes down on the seat of his pants, and somehow kept that one out of the net. Almost a 2-on-0 breakaway. It was a 2-on-0 breakaway.
Yeah, 2-on-0 breakaway. And this is a game saver for the Winnipeg Jets. Hellebuck just sprawls out from his right to his left and makes the save on Nazar. Perfect pass. Good execution by Nazar, but a wonderful save by Hellebuck.
All right, 2-0 Hawks, 13:52 left in period number 2. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's golf season, and that means it's time to start betting like a pro with the world's largest sportsbook right at your fingertips. Circus Sports is sports betting the way it should be. Shop the odds on the app for every tournament. Circus Sports has high betting limits, exceptional customer service, and more. Fun and bet like a pro anywhere, anytime. It's never been easier. Get your golf bets in for every tournament. Visit circusports.com today. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
For 140 years, the Salvation Army has been in Chicago through good times and tough times. With so much uncertainty in the world, we want you to know they're not going anywhere. That's why Sutton Ford and the Matson Auto Mall is assisting the Salvation Army to do the most good. It's their goal to offer a hand up, not just a hand out, to struggling families. More than ever, the Salvation Army needs your help. Please go to salarmychicago.org. Help us make a difference tonight.
Give people a place to gather and make fire the focal point of your home again. With a majestic fireplace or insert, you'll enjoy the warmth and ambiance of fire with contemporary style and the latest technology. Whether you're looking for wood, electric, or gas, indoors or out, Majestic offers a broad range of sizes and styles. Visit their showroom on Bowes Road in Elgin or call for a free estimate. 847-741-5903. 847-741-5903. House of Fireplaces, giving you a warm feeling since 1953.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Bedard. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
One final night at the Madhouse this season. The Blackhawks play their last home game against the Jets here tonight. Puck drop was 6 o'clock. Be there for the final roar of the season. And we are in a good hockey game here against the Jets. 2-0 Hawks over the Jets. 13:50 to go here, period number 2.
Off the draw, the Jets get control of the puck. Appleton from his blue line whips a pass for Adam Lowry that went through his skates and goes down. And icing will be the call against Winnipeg here. Faceoff will come down in the circle to Hellebuck's right.
Yeah, the two captains having a little conversation. The two number 17s will face off. Big Adam Lowry, 6'5", 215 pounds, and Nick Foligno.
And Foligno wins this face-off. Donato from the left wing corner. Flips the puck behind the net around to the right point. Levshunov put it in the high slot. He put Kaiser in a bad position, but Kaiser made the best of it. Kept the puck alive inside the Jet zone to Foligno along the left boards. Put it to Ryan Donato, left wing corner. Had a stick lifted off the puck and then claims it back again in the left corner. Spins it behind the net around, and this eludes Kurashev. Puck rolls down to the Hawk blue line. Appleton's got it down the left wing to the corner. They're given a little bump by Levshunov. Appleton got free, put the puck to the corner for Nino Niederreiter. Niederreiter fed the puck in front of the Hawk net. Nick Foligno will settle it down. Banks it off the left wing glass to center ice. Sandberg there for the Jets. To Morrissey over the Hawk blue line, cutting to the slot and fires. That's blocked by Wyatt Kaiser. Foligno reaching to stick it off the stick of Scheifele to center ice. Scheifele got the puck back into the Hawk zone to Kyle Connor. Turning the right circle, put it in front. This is off the skate of Iafallo in front of the net and deflects through to the left wing corner. Jets get it back from the right point. Here's Pionk with a shot. Save made by Knight. Rebound and a follow-up shot. And Knight put his right pad on the ice to stop that shot and knock it wide. And then comes up with a glove save off of a wrist shot from the line by Sandberg. You got to see this save, folks. Oh, baby. Spencer Knight down in the butterfly position, extended that right pad along the ice, and he took a goal away from Alex Iafallo.
Wow, what a save. And again, just reactionary. Shot comes in through traffic. Scheifele is there, and he just gets in the way of Spencer Knight. This puck just pops out to his right, and right there in the doorstep is Iafallo. He just got to tap this one in, and somehow, some way, the right pad comes over and makes the save, keeps it out of the net. Wow. Strong right leg against the post to keep this one out.
Draw one by the Hawks. Rinzel near corner. Pokes the puck behind the net to Vlasic. Moving it to Bedard at center ice. To Moore crossing the Jet line on the left wing. Stopping on the half boards. He'll fling the puck down to the corner. It's Sandberg there for the Jets. Gave it up to Moore. Left boards to Bedard. Put it in front of McKayev. Backhand shot. In and out of the glove of Hellebuck. Hawks are getting some chances here just from hard work. And the speed of Oliver Moore truly noticeable. In between the circles, Hawk zone. Vlasic, bank pass up the right wing side. And it looked like it hit McKay's stick standing at the Jet line, but the linesman decided it didn't, and icing is the call.
Well, Spencer Knight makes a great save at one end to keep this game a 2-0 lead. And then down at the other end, Hellebuck matches him with a great save of his own. The next goal is a huge one here. The Hawks get up 3-0. That's a big difference. So many comebacks in the NHL in the last little while here. It's been incredible. No lead is safe, but that next goal is a big one. You give it to Winnipeg, and they're right back in it. You get up 3-0, and you're in control and see if you can shut her down.
Moore in the far corner, Hawk zone, hit by Niederreiter, the Swiss-born player for the Jets. Moore put it behind the net, and Rinzel flipped it around up the near side, intended for Mikheyev. Had it knocked off his stick down behind the net to the far corner. Vlasic grabs the puck for the Hawks and spins it down into the Jets' end. DeMello with a pass up the right wing side. Perfetti, Hawk blue line, deflecting it down behind the net. Niederreiter's got it again. To Morrissey at the left point. Fed it high slot. Perfetti to the deep slot. DeMello fires. That's over the Hawk net and off the glass and up into the protective netting. Whistle will stop play, and this will allow line changes for both teams. Hawks caught a little bit of a break there. They had Jets had some good traffic in front of their net after that DeMello shot. Or right during the DeMello shot, I should say.
Ooh. The Jets are a team that has an active defense. They move it around. Gotta keep your head on the swivel, know what you're supposed to be doing there, and they do have guys that go to the front of the net all the time.
Morrissey fires from the deep slot, in and out of the glove of Knight. Rebound was swept away by Murphy. Jets get it back, however. Ehlers from the right side boards tried to center the puck. Good work by Slaggert there to force that puck to center ice. And back in the Jets zone, DeMello's got it. Passing up the right side, front of the Jets bench to Lowry. At the Hawk blue line, he deflects it down to the right wing corner. Hawk in. Penalty coming up here. This will be to Connor Murphy. Holding the stick will be the call. And Murph protesting the call a little bit, but deaf ears by the referee.
So it'll be interesting to see what Winnipeg does here. And special teams factored into both of the Blackhawks goals in that first period. A shorthanded effort by Nick Foligno on a giveaway by Hellebuck. Created a couple opportunities. And now Connor Murphy in the box. This was a big kill here as Winnipeg. You certainly have their attention now, and you would think that their desperation is going to be a little bit higher on this man advantage opportunity than it was in the first one.
Face-off circle of Knight's left. Jets get control. Long shot from the line from Morrissey. Stuck away by Knight to the corner. Vlasic sent it ahead to center ice off the stick of Frank Nazar, and he'll clear it down in behind the Jets net. Morrissey back to grab it there. Slings a pass up the left wing. Here's Ehlers through center ice over the Hawk line. For the slot, Scheifele shoots, and butterfly save made by Knight. Outstanding save again. Vlasic far corner. Clears the puck up the far side boards. Not out. Foligno runs into Connor there. Loose puck now gathered in by Vlasic. At the Jet line, or at the Hawk line, he hands it ahead. A 2-on-1 shorthanded break. Nazar to Foligno over the line to the front of the net. He shoots, and a pad save is made. Loose puck in front. Nazar jamming at it, and it goes out of the crease. Wow. The shorthanded chances the Hawks have been able to generate against one of the NHL's best teams is just uncanny here. Inside the Hawk zone now near corner. Kaiser fighting off the check from Connor, put it behind the net, look out, it rolls off of Nazar's, or Rinzel's stick in front of the net, and Scheifele is right there to put the shot on goal, and it's gloved by Spencer Knight. When you get a look at this 2-on-1 short-handed break by the Hawks, I tell you, Nick Foligno got everything out of that but a goal.
And Josh Morrissey broke his stick, and he was chasing this puck down, and it's a 2-on-1, so it wasn't Josh Morrissey.
Cole Perfetti.
That was Cole Perfetti who lost his stick, so he was no help in this 2-on-1 coming down. Perfect pass from Nazar over to Foligno. A timeout here from the Winnipeg Jets as they try and get everything organized here. They want to win this game. I mean, this is a big game for them. They want to get the deal done. They don't want to go home. The equipment, maybe it's not a timeout. Just an equipment problem with Spencer Knight. Boy, he stared down Scheifele right down the slot, made a save there, and then a little bang-bang play from behind the net on a turnover. And Spencer Knight makes two wonderful saves. Face-off will be to his left, and it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons, called 866 Four Seasons.
Jets control off the draw. Iafallo right point, over to Pionk left point, hammers one off the inboards. It bounces out in front of the net, and it eludes Teravainen to the near boards. Pionk got it there, turned it over, and then the Jets get it back. Niederreiter left wing corner, sent the puck up the boards, picked off by Teuvo Teravainen, and he'll clear it up the near side and all the way down. Pionk behind the Jets net with 30 seconds on the power play. Carries to center ice, hands the puck ahead to Mesnikov into the Hawk zone. Runs into Martinez, lost the puck to the corner. Wyatt Kaiser right there to take it away and clear it all the way down.
And that's just a real simple play there by Martinez to finish his check along the board so you couldn't get in on the forecheck, and able Wyatt Kaiser to go back there and fire it down the ice uncontested.
10 seconds on the power play. Pionk firing from the right point, goes through the crease and wide. Sandberg leaving the puck at the left point. Niederreiter, top of the circle, fires, he scores! With 1 second remaining on the Jet power play, Niederreiter scoring from the top of the left wing circle, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Hawks. To this point in the game, Spencer Knight was impeccable. It just takes one, as Troy said earlier, and now the Jets are right back in this game.
Yeah, good screen. Set in front of the net by big Morgan Barron, who's 6'4", 220 pounds. I don't think Spencer Knight saw this shot coming through. 17th of the season, 4th on the power play for Nino Niederreiter. Hawks just didn't get that last clear. 1 second left on the penalty, and boy, you get another look at it, and Spencer Knight's kind of waving at air there because he just can't see this shot coming through.
Well, that's the 17th goal on the season for Nino Niederreiter, and a big one for the Jets. 2-1 is where she stands. Play back in the Jet zone. Murphy at the right point. Sent the puck down behind the Jet net. Claimed by Donato for Oliver Moore. To Martinez left point. Hammers a shot. Blocker save made by Hellebuck. Tanev to the puck at center ice on the left wing. Goes rink wide with a pass for Anderson Dolan. He is knocked into the far boards there by Martinez, and the Hawks clear their end. Murphy skates the puck to center ice. Clears it down the boards behind the Jets net. Hellebuck out to play it to the near corner to Sandberg. Passing up the left wing side to Anderson Dolan, who shot it across the ring. Taken away by Donato. Jet line left wing. He snapped it down behind the net. Sandberg will whip it over to DeMello. Passing ahead for Tanev. Hawk blue line. It deflects off his stick into the Hawk end. Levshunov a lead pass now. Bertuzzi, jet line on the right wing. He deflects the puck down behind the net. Hellebuck guides it into the far corner to Shen. Moving it ahead to center ice. Here's Stanley into the Hawk zone, left wing side. Tried to get a shot away. That was into the skates of Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi got the puck back to Levshunov, and he'll backhand it over everybody and down. Not far enough for icing. Jets get the puck, however. Stanley put it behind his net over to Shen. Head to Scheifele at center ice. To Iafallo over the Hawk line, down the right wing to the circle. Drops it back to Shen, firing a shot from there. Deflects over the net off the stick of Kyle Connor. Scheifele behind the net, strips the puck away, but lost it to Teuvo Teravainen. And he pulls out the 9-iron backhanded, lifts it through the air to the Jet blue line. Bertuzzi right there to grab the puck. He'll spin it down in behind the Jets net and get off on a change. Jets get it back. Connor deflecting the puck down the left sideboard, deep into the Hawk zone behind the net. Nemesnikov is checked there by Martinez. Rinzel in to get the puck for the Hawks. Sticks it up the left wing glass. Here's Maroon at center ice to Slaggert, crossing the Jet line. Gave it to Veleno, right point. Veleno moves into the high slot and fires, and a blocker save made by Hellebuck. The puck popped up into the air, and Hellebuck nearly put it back into his own net, but he knocked it wide. Veleno then fires for the left point. That goes wide. There's Slaggert with the puck behind the Jets net, racing out to the left wing corner. Then up the boards, dropping it off to Rinzel. He's tripped along the left wing boards, and no penalty is called. And they continue to play. Loose puck inside the Jet zone is pushed out to center ice, taken back by the Hawks. Veleno steps into the Jet zone, right point. Tried to filter the puck. It ends up in front. Maroon will fire. And a stick save is made by Hellebuck. In the far corner, DeMello clearing the puck ahead. Niederreiter over the Hawk line down the right wing. Cuts into the circle and fires. Rinzel got a piece of that shot, knocking it wide. Here's Rinzel behind the Hawk net, leaving the puck for Wyatt Kaiser. To Maroon along the right boards. Fed it ahead for Donato into the Jet zone. He was beaten to the puck by Neil Pionk. Over to Dylan Sandberg. Lead pass now for, Nikolai Ehlers, who runs into the linesman standing at the Hawk blue line, and Ehlers is down on his face inside the Hawk zone.
That's James Tobias. He went to wave off the offside call, and when he did that, Ehlers was skating right by him and ran straight into his elbow and just flattened him.
All right, we'll tell you more about it after we take this break. 5:34 left in the second. 2-1 Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Chicago news on WGN. Current, local, agenda-free.
WGN. What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month. Plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Hi, I'm Ken Mariotti with Woodland Windows and Doors. Elevate your home this summer with Marvin Ultrex fiberglass windows from Woodland Windows and Doors. A trusted installer since 1969. Our expert installers ensure top-notch service. Plus, for a limited time, enjoy 10% off installation. Don't miss out. Upgrade your windows with Marvin for lasting beauty and energy efficiency. Visit woodlandwindows.com. That's woodlandwindows.com.
Got an old car taking up space?
Call 847-608-4700. Global Auto Recyclers will haul it away and pay you cash in a flash.
As a thank you for the incredible support this season from the best fans in hockey, enjoy an additional 25% off sale items now through tomorrow at Blackhawks stores and online at cbhshop.com. Don't miss out on this end of season savings. Sale ends soon. Check it out. Face off in the neutral zone. Nick Foligno takes the draw. Morgan Barron got goals in a couple straight games. Boy, if you're the Winnipeg Jets and you lose Nikolai Ehlers, big part of your top six. 24 goals on the season. That's a big loss for the Jets heading into the postseason.
One of the faster skaters in the NHL. He can fly. Well, we'll see if we can get word on his condition. Meanwhile, back to the play inside the Jets line. Foligno sticks the puck down behind the Winnipeg net. Ryan Donato battling there with Tanev, who works the puck free. Jets get control. Stanley on the left wing side of the Jets line. Handing it ahead. Barron over the Hawk line down the left wing. He whips it in front. Kaiser broke the play up. And then Donato from the Hawk zone shot a pass ahead for Nick Foligno. He's claiming that he got a piece of that puck over the center ice red stripe. And the linesman on the far side of the rink is not seeing it that way. So they're going to bring the face-off back in the Hawk zone off the icing call. Face-off circle to Knights left.
Blackhawks summer hockey camps are back. Sign up your child today to develop their skills where the Blackhawks practice at Fifth Third Arena. Registrations are filling up fast. Sign up today at blackhawks.com/camps.
Foligno wins the draw. Kaiser clearing it ahead now. At the Hawk blue line, Donato claims the puck and backhands it across the rink to the Jets blue line. Mark Scheifele's got it there for Winnipeg. Put it in over the Hawk line. Kyle Connor left wing side. Flipping it across to the right wing corner. Iafallo there to Scheifele back in the net. Sends it around to the left point to Morrissey. To Connor, high slot. Tried to feed it down in front of the net for Scheifele. Broken up by the Hawks, and now Bedard at center ice will take a pass and drop the puck down beside the Jets net. Hellebuck steers it in behind for Morrissey. Moving it up the right wing side to Mello to center ice. To Iafallo in the Hawk zone. He's rubbed off the puck there by Vlasic. Behind the net, Rinzel did not see Scheifele coming along, but he works the puck free to the near boards. To Bedard, over to Mikheyev, and he'll clear to center ice. Iafallo took it back, steps into the Hawk zone, gave it to Connor, fires from the left circle, he scores! Kyle Connor, the leading scorer for the Jets, just ticked off number 41 right there to tie the score at 2. The goal at 16:03 of period number 2.
Now Hawks just a little bit sloppy. Mikheyev didn't get this puck out where he needed to, and all of a sudden you're kind of scrambling around there. You got guys flying the zone, looking for that stretch pass. Well, they're no help, and all of a sudden your defense, and Sam Rinzel jumps up into the play thinking that he's going to be that next wave coming through the neutral zone. Turnover right there. Iafallo quickly gets it in the offensive zone. Hits Connor down the left wing side, and he is one of the best snipers in the NHL, and a really good shot to beat Spencer Knight to the blocker side.
Connor, a Detroit area native and product, University of Michigan product as well, and the leading scorer for the Jets.
Well, you just look at those big saves that Hellebuck ended up making. He gobbles up another one here as Martinez fires one in from the point, but some really big saves when this game was 2-0 by Hellebuck. Now it's 2-2.
Excuse me, Troy. 3:40 left in the second, now tied up at 2. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end April 30th. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com.
Did you know if you live in one of the 14 communities in Proviso Township, you have access to mental health and substance use treatment, as well as top-tier programs for youth and seniors, all at little or no cost. The Proviso Township Mental Health Commission will put you in touch with professionals that can help with your behavioral health needs. For more information, go to ptmhc.org or call 708-234-TALK. That's 708-234-TALK.
This is Chris Chelios, and you're listening to Blackhawks Hockey. Now back to the game.
Don't just witness Blackhawks hockey, own a piece of it. As part of the Blackhawks Classics program presented by Bud Light, you can claim your limited edition commemorative ticket for any home game you attend this season. Learn more at blackhawks.com/classics.
Here's a draw circle to the right of Hellebuck in the Jet zone. And Adam Lowry initially was going to face off with Teuvo Teravainen. It'll be Tyler Bertuzzi now. Jets get control. Sandberg between the circles. Put a pass up the left wing. Brandon Tanev at center ice, dumping the puck to the right wing corner Hawk zone. Martinez first on the scene, takes a bump, keeps the puck away, put it up the left wing side. Teravainen to Nazar at center ice, crossing the Jet line, thought about splitting the defense. Now the puck is deflected through the high slot, out to the line, and Appleton will poke it down to the Hawk blue line. Martinez there. Here's Alec Martinez in the circle to the right of Spencer Knight. To Nazar over the center ice circle, to Teravainen over the Jet line, to Murphy right point. They spin it down behind the Jets net. Pionk got there in front of Bertuzzi, winds it around up the far side of the rink. Kaiser pitches from the left point to the half boards to keep this play alive. Got it to Bertuzzi, he had it lifted off his stick. Puck taken away by the Jets. Niederreiter to center ice. Clears it off the left side boards in behind the Hawk net. Knight stopping it there, put it over to Levshunov, but it rolled off his stick, and the Jets get possession. Perfetti in the left wing corner, sent it behind the net, to Nemesnikov in the right wing corner. Nemesnikov now on the right half boards to Perfetti coming by, out to the right point where he'll fire, and that goes wide of the Hawk net. Ilya Mikheyev stabs it to center ice now to Connor Bedard, who flings the puck to the Jets blue line. Veteran defenseman Luke Schenn there for Winnipeg. Now to Stanley. To Perfetti over the Hawk line, left wing side. Put it to the front of the net. And this deflects off the stick of Knight and wide. Niederreiter was trying to get there to deflect that pass home. Could not. Kaiser, far side boards, Hawk zone. Passing over to Levshunov. Hawk line right wing to Mikheyev through center ice. Over the Jet line to Bedard, right wing side. Tried to center the puck for more. This is picked off by Nemesnikov of the Jets. And he's back through center. Over the Hawk line, left wing side and down behind the net. Nemesnikov to the right circle. Will fire toward the front of the net. Hit a body in front. Levshunov to the puck in the far corner. Had it, turned it over to Iafallo. To Connor, breaking through the high slot. He'll fire a shot, and that hit Vlasic in front. Tumbles away into the far corner. Scheifele there for the Jets. Spins the puck back behind the Hawk net into the near corner. Mikheyev then runs into Scheifele behind the net, and then Scheifele is hit by Levshunov as he tried to fling the puck up the slot, and he did, but this misses all of his teammates and goes all the way down. Hawks trying to get a line change here. DeMello with a pass on the right wing to Tanev into the Hawk zone. Bodied off the puck there by Vlasic. Levshunov behind the net. Made a casual pass. This is picked off by the Jets. DeMello will fire from the high slot. Blocker save is made by Knight. Loose puck in the near corner as we're under a minute to play here in period number 2 of a 2-2 game. Nick Foligno battling there with Brandon Tanev for the puck. Pokes it up the boards for Kurashev. He's checked off the puck. Scheifele's got it at the left point. Flings it in front of the Hawk net. This deflects wide off Tanev's stick. In the left wing corner now. It's taken away by Anderson Dolan. Flinging the puck behind the Hawk net. Appleton right corner, leaving the puck for Lowry, who stuck it back around the glass, and this one leaves the ice surface. 30 seconds left in period number 2. 2-2 the score. The shots on goal favoring the Jets, 21-18.
Yeah, Jets starting to get that push there. They got some momentum in their game right now. Hawks are kind of on their heels to finish off this second period. Jets getting some offensive zone time, always net front presence, and for Spencer Knight to see some of these shots coming through. Hawks defense trying to get the front of the net cleared out a little bit. But Winnipeg doing a nice job of crowding that area.
Here's a draw circle and Knight's left. The Jets win it cleanly, and a shot from Appleton from the top of the right circle, blockered away by Knight. 24 seconds left. The puck put in front by Appleton. Jammed on goal by Barron. Turned out of there by Knight. And now the Jets get it back. Appleton behind the net. Put it out in the left circle for Lowry. He got a shot away, but it was blocked. And Slaggert breaks the center ice to the Jet blue line, where he sticks it off the left side boards into the Jet zone. And now Sandberg clears to center ice, and that's how the period will end. 40 minutes in the books. What was once a 2-0 Blackhawks lead has turned into a 2-2 score, with the shots on goal favoring the Winnipeg Jets 23-18.
And that was a massive save there by Spencer Knight with about 10 seconds to go on the clock. I mean, a bang-bang play from behind the net, and he makes another big save there. And he had to come up with a few big ones at the tail end of that second period to make sure that this game is all knotted up at 2 heading into the third. Blackhawks did have some opportunities, though, early on in that period to increase their lead when it was 2-0. Hellebuck come up with some big saves, and boy, we talked about it at that time, where if you get that goal, it's 3-0. You let Winnipeg back in the game by getting the next goal, and that's exactly what happened. Now you're tied up heading into the third period. You'd take it if you were at the beginning of the game and say, okay, we're tied after 2 periods against the Jets, but they just didn't handle the pressure there. And unfortunately for the Blackhawks, the long-range shot from Niederreiter on the man advantage goes through a lot of traffic, and that got the ball rolling for the Jets.
Jets a very good team when the score is tied after 2. Statistically, they've won 12 games. I don't have the official numbers. It's something like 12-6-2 or 12-6-1. So they're the kind of a team that can sense blood in the water on the opposition side and go after them in that third period. I want to bring up the fact that the second period, it's been a little bit of a repetitive theme. Folks, I'm going to save that subject for a little bit later because our guest has arrived downstairs. Happy to be joined by new Blackhawk, one of the new Blackhawks, Sam Rinzel. And Sam, John Weideman, along with Troy Murray and Charlie Ronelli-Otis for Blackhawks Radio. How cool was it for you and your teammate Oliver Moore, both played at the University of Minnesota, to both turn pro and play in the National Hockey League with the Blackhawks?
Yeah, I mean, it was so surreal. I was very fortunate to have him kind of by my side there and make the transition maybe a little easier for me. So at the end of the day, it's awesome, and we want to try and win games here, so that's our job. So,
Sam, what were some of the things you wanted to learn here at the tail end of the season, last couple games coming up here on the road, Montreal and Ottawa?
I don't know. I kind of want to just take it day by day, kind of learn as I go. But I want to just play my game and, try and be as hard as I can and hard to play against and, chip in offensively. So, obviously learning curves will come with its way. So, whether it's learning to defend or whatever it is, but kind of just making sure I got good habits kind of put me off on the right foot.
You didn't have an opportunity to play with Martinez a whole lot, and seems like this is going to be, if not his last season in the NHL. And you get Big Patty Maroon also retiring after this season. What did it mean to you to walk into the room and see those type of guys who have won 6 cups combined?
Yeah, like I said, it's pretty crazy. Those guys know so much, and they've seen so much with their eyes and ears, and they know every step of the way and what it takes. So I just think kind of learning from them and ask them questions whenever it is. They're great at communicating, so it's great to learn from them.
Well, Sam, this is your 7th NHL game, and you don't have your first NHL goal yet. Hey, getting that in the third period is possibly the game winner against Winnipeg. That'd be a nice way to get it, bud.
It's time to shoot the puck.
I gotcha. Thanks for being our guest, Sam. Go get him in the third.
Thank you.
All right, Sam Rinzel, our guest. After 2 periods, 2-2 the score, Hawks and Jets. Charlie Ronelli-Otis, he'll have your full intermission report. That's going to be followed by third period action of a good hockey game, the last one for the regular season here at the United Center for the Hawks. They and the Jets are tied up at 2 after 40. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
We all want to stay on top,
on top of your game, your job, on top of your housework and homework, and after all you've been through lately, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois is here to help you stay on top of your health. But for all of us to stay on top, we have to stop cancer from spreading, stop the increased cases of diabetes, put a stop to hypertension and mental illness in our communities, and get our children vaccinated to stop the spread of other diseases. Blue Cross wants to cover you in care so you can take back the overall health of you and your loved ones. From preventive cancer screenings to proper control of diabetes, high blood pressure and behavioral health management, to prenatal care and child immunizations, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is by your side, reminding you now more than ever, preventive care is imperative care. Find out all the ways you can stay on top of your health at bcbsil.com. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council represents 52,000 hardworking professional men and women across Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and eastern Iowa who earn the construction industry's best wages and benefits. Their professionally trained and highly skilled members are the elite workforces behind the industrial, commercial, and residential projects you see in your state every day. They build lifelong careers that offer life-changing opportunities. Build your future now. Learn more today at carpentersunion.org. That's carpentersunion.org.
Registration for Ottawa's Midwest Morel Mushroom Fest is now open. It's all happening May 3rd in memory of the great Tom Nauman. It's so much fun, a non-competitive, family-friendly way to learn about and identify morel mushrooms on a guided hunt, and they've set aside land just for you. It's the Midwest Morel Mushroom Fest, happening May 3rd at the Jordan Block in downtown Ottawa. Purchase your advance tickets now at visitottawail.com. Brought to you by Ottawa, the middle of everywhere, and the Illinois Office of Tourism.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Rebelliotis.
40 minutes is in the books here at the United Center, the home finale for the Blackhawks before they wrap up the 24-25 season in Montreal and Ottawa. On Monday and Tuesday, the Hawks and Winnipeg Jets are tied 2-2. Chicago scored the first two in the first period. Winnipeg started to tilt the ice in the second, and we would be going into the third with a tie game. So stay tuned to see who's going to come away in this one. 10 other games on the NHL schedule. So let's get to some final scores from earlier today. The Philadelphia Flyers knocked off the New York Islanders 4-3 in a shootout that officially eliminates the Islanders from playoff contention. The Columbus Blue Jackets shut out the Washington Capitals 7-0, but a little asterisk, no Alex Ovechkin or Jacob Chychrun in the game for the Washington Capitals, who are out of the lineup due to rest as they gear up for what they hope to be a lengthy postseason run. The Carolina Hurricanes put up a 7 spot as well on their home ice against the New York Rangers, knocking off New York 7-3. And then the LA Kings defeated the Colorado Avalanche 5-4 earlier today. No Cale Makar or Nathan McKinnon on the 2-game road trip for Colorado as they start to gear up and maybe heal some injuries to make sure they're well rested for the playoffs. Over right now in Florida, the Panthers and Sabres are currently in a shootout. That game is tied 2-2. We're still looking for a goal in the Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens game. It's 0-0 in the second intermission. Shots on goal 21-7 in favor of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Former Blackhawks David Kampf and Jake McCabe are out for the 4th consecutive game due to injuries. And then you have the Utah Hockey Club and Dallas Stars are tied 1-1 in the first intermission. 3 late games tonight at 9 o'clock. The Vancouver Canucks are hosting the Minnesota Wild. The Vegas Golden Knights are hosting the Nashville Predators, and the St. Louis Blues are in Seattle tonight to take on the Kraken. How about a Frozen 4 update? The Western Michigan is currently up 3-2 on Boston University. Blackhawks prospect Ryan Green just set up a power play goal to cut the deficit to 3-2. It was a 3-1 Western Michigan lead, so we'll see what that's midway through the second period, by the way, so we'll see what the final half of the game brings in store over at the Frozen 4. Elsewhere in sports, the White Sox knocked off the Boston Red Sox 3-2 on a pinch hit walk-off single from Brooks Baldwin. They go for the sweep tomorrow. And later tonight, the Cubs are in LA to take on the Dodgers. Ben Brown will get the start for the Northsiders, who are looking to snap a 2-game losing skid. And we got to do a Masters update. Rory McIlroy surged to the top of the leaderboard after shooting 6 under par today. He is now in the lead at 12 under. Bryson DeChambeau is 2 shots behind him at 10 under par after a long birdie putt on 18. They will be the final pairing tomorrow afternoon. What a scene that could be tomorrow at Augusta National. Meanwhile, here at the UC, Hawks and Jets are tied 2-2. We'll take a quick break, then bring in Troy Murray next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
The Lisa Dent Show, weekdays 2 to 6 on WGN Radio.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
On the basketball court, the soccer pitch, or even the golf course, your crew brings their best not just for the win, but for that post-game celebration. When victory tastes like Michelob Ultra, it's worth every drop of sweat. And if you don't win, you'll still get the beer. It's just on you. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You might have sleep apnea, but wearing that bulky CPAP machine, not your thing.
At Chicago ENT, they offer new treatments, including Zepbound, a sleep apnea non-surgical solution that will also help with weight loss so you can ditch the CPAP.
Chicago ENT is the most comprehensive treatment center for sleep apnea, with world-renowned experts in sleep medicine providing treatments for all lifestyles.
Call 773-904-9721. That's 773-904-9721. Or visit chicagoent.com today.
100 years in the making. One season to witness it all. Blackhawks full and half-season memberships are on sale. Secure your seat now at blackhawks.com/membership.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Back here at the United Center, the Blackhawks and Winnipeg Jets are tied 2-2 through 40 minutes. Shots on goal 21-17 in favor of Winnipeg. They were 13-13 in that second period, but it was Winnipeg that scored a couple of goals in the most important goal column. And that is the goals. Oh, hey, Troy Murray's back. Troy, what is up? Got another tight one for you here.
What?
How's it going? Good. Winnipeg Jets are the first place team for a reason. Hawks scored the first 2 goals in this game in the first, but Winnipeg flexed their muscles in the second and evens this thing up. What did you see in that 20 minutes for the Blackhawks?
You know, you knew the Jets were going to put a push on here sooner or later, but I'll tell you what, the Hawks early in that second period had some really good opportunities. Another shorthanded effort as well, a 2-on-0. Hellebuyck came up with some really big saves. And at that point, I was talking about the next goal is huge. Winnipeg gets the next one. They're right back in it. You get a 3-0 lead. You're really putting Winnipeg under pressure, and they might have to press a little bit more, and you get some opportunities. But the way that Winnipeg just kind of keeps attacking, using their speed, getting traffic to the front of the net. You know, unfortunately for the Blackhawks, the turnover at the blue line there, the quick transition, and you know, Spencer Knight can't make that save. It's a great shot. It's not Spencer Knight's fault there, but a little bit of bad puck management there for the first time. And they were able to capitalize right at the tail end. 1 second to go on the man advantage.
Pat Maroon had a chance there late in the second period.
Yeah.
He desperately wanted that.
Oh.
I immediately turned to his suite, and all of his family members were staring at the heavens. They were so close.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden he's in front of the net, and the puck just landed right there, and he got a good shot away. And then, you know, there's, again, another big save by Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck's the best goaltender in the league. You know, he's right there with the best of the best, and that's going to give Winnipeg an edge moving in, I think, any playoff series in the Western Conference. I'm not sure if Winnipeg is built for the playoffs, but my goodness, they keep, just trucking along here during the regular season and really haven't shown anybody any reason why they wouldn't be one of the favorites, but nobody's picking them.
Yeah, well, that Ehlers injury, too, could be a terrible loss for them.
Yeah,
it's just on such a fluky play as well. I mean, hopefully it's nothing serious, but that didn't look great, Ehlers skating off.
Yeah, and, if you're the linesman, and the linesman referees, they're all in play. And, it's just one of those things that when you got another look at it, you could see it because it's right down below us, so we couldn't really see it. But from a different camera angle, you could see that the two skates, collided against one another. And, you pointed it out, it looked like some kind of an ankle injury.
All right, the Blackhawks and Jets are tied 2-2 going into the third period of the home finale. Let's see if the Blackhawks can pick up 2 points and send the Blackhawk fans home on this Saturday night. On the other side, you're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
As a mother, I'd do anything to protect my children. But when I found out at 19 weeks pregnant that my blood was attacking my baby, I felt helpless. I'm Ellen. My team at Northwestern Memorial Hospital said my daughter's only chance at survival was a rare in utero blood transfusion. Not just once, but 5 separate times.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, the team at Northwestern Medicine Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk patients across Chicagoland. And they're one of the few in the state with the expertise to take on complex pregnancies like Ellen's. Over 3 months, Ellen's team collaborated closely to ensure she and her baby had a compatible blood type so she could deliver safely.
I can't imagine my world without my baby girl in it. And thanks to my team, I don't have to.
Northwestern Medicine is committed to providing world-class care across Chicagoland because what makes us better makes you better. Learn more at nm.org/better.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, does your home need new windows? Then you need a company you can trust who installs windows that last. Do what many WGN listeners have done. Call Next Door and Window. Next offers fiberglass windows. They last up to 50 years. And Next is a local family-owned company. They've been 100% focused on window and door installation for 22 years. Get 50% off installation of windows and doors, plus 0 interest and 0 payments for 12 months. Call 844-600-NEXT or visit nextwindow.com.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
The third period is next.
The third period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
The Blackhawks and Winnipeg Jets are on the ice for the start of the third period, which is where we go now. Let's finish the game strong, sponsored by Finishing Chicago. For commercial painting, wall covering, drywall finishing, or glazing contractors, go to finishingchicago.com. It's the last time we're going to be, all 5 of us are going to be in the room together, John. In the, you guys are leaving for Montreal tomorrow, but it's been fun working with you guys all season long.
Charlie, we have truly enjoyed it. I feel like I can speak for Troy sometimes. I'll choose that moment right now. We feel that you've done an excellent job.
You can speak for yourself. I know Troy doesn't agree with you.
Speak for yourself on that.
Okay. I feel you've done an excellent job, Charlie. You get an A from me.
Yeah.
And depending on how you finish in these last 2, Montreal, Ottawa.
It's an incomplete report card.
Listen to
we
this.
still got at least 20 minutes to go here.
I was going to say, it's a good thing I didn't have him for math.
You guys grade on a curve, right?
I believe we do.
I've needed a lot of that when I was in school.
A big curve.
Big one.
All right. Underway. Thank you, Charlie. Underway here in the third period. Jets get control off the draw. Morrissey from his end will fire to the Hawk blue line. Picked off by Alec Martinez. Whips it over to Murphy. Hawk line right wing. Outlets to Veleno at center ice over the logo. He'll lift the puck through the air into the glove of Hellebuck, who drops it behind his net to Morrissey. Put it around to DeMello. Then a pass up the near side. And Maroon bumps with Lowry, who escapes with the puck through center and over the Hawk blue line on the right wing. And then Connor Murphy really adeptly ties him up and took the puck away. Head to Slaggert to Maroon. Hawk line left wing, and he'll chip the puck down ice. He was trying to get that to Veleno, cutting by. It goes all the way down for icing. Face-off comes down circle to the left of Spencer Knight. 19-19. Troy Murray's number on the clock twice.
Well, there you go.
How about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Frank Selke Trophy winner, Troy Murray, I should say. That's how I should introduce you from now on when we open, but, you're not paying me enough. I mean, those $20 compliments.
I'm not paying you anything.
Not paying me anything, yeah. You see how you are? Man, I tell you. Got to get another icing call.
What's your deal, Charlie? 1 year? You're not picking up your option, are you? You don't want to work with us anymore.
Team option. Please bring me back.
Please don't bring me back. Jack, are you ready? You ready to step in for Charlie?
Yeah.
When Charlie quits after this year?
I'm a package deal with Troy.
Yeah. Bring in the knuckleballer. Bring him in. At the Hawk blue line, Slaggert takes the puck away, hands it ahead to Veleno at the end of his shift in front of the benches, and he'll stick a backhander into the right wing corner in the Jets' end. Neil Pionk racing in to get it, carries behind his net, hands it to Dylan Sandberg. He carries to center ice, dumps the puck off the right corner boards and in behind the Hawk net. Knight, look, he didn't see Iafallo coming along behind him, who stripped the puck away, but good recovery there by Connor Bedard and Sam Rinzel. Now Donato from the far corner whips the puck behind the Hawk net to the near corner to Vlasic, passing up ice Mikheyev to Bedard, stepping into the Jet zone, stopping high slot, gave it to Rinzel, firing for the right point. That was blocked. Dylan Sandberg to center ice. He ran into Connor Bedard and was jostled a bit, but dumped the puck down behind the Hawk net. Rinzel carrying out. Passing ahead on the left wing intended for Donato. The pass missed. The Jets right back into the Hawk zone. Nemesnikov right circle. Fires. Glove save is made by Spencer Knight, and he'll hold on. You get a whistle stopping play. Face-off will stay in the Hawk zone, and this should be in the circle to Spencer Knight's left.
Yeah, Rinzel trying to move the puck up through the neutral zone. Kind of fans it, goes off his heel and right to the Winnipeg Jets, and that creates a quick 2-on-1 for the Jets to come back in here. And Nemesnikov, real good one-on-one look on Spencer Knight. Got to manage the puck a little bit better, here in this situation. Just don't force the issue right now. You can just kind of play, but make sure you manage the puck, keep it in front of you.
Jets get control off the draw. Cole Perfetti in the right wing corner, leaving it for Nemesnikov. Put it in the high slot. Morrissey tees it up and fires. He scores. I don't think this was tipped on the way in. I believe this is going to be Josh Morrissey's goal. Yes, it is. And the Jets now lead 3-2. 3 unanswered goals by the Jets, and they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a simple play. Jets control the face-off, work it down low, and then a shot. All kinds of traffic going through the front of the net area. And again, I don't know if Spencer Knight saw this shot coming through as much as he would have liked to, but lose the face-off, and control goes into Winnipeg's hands, and just a shot from the point. See if we can get a different angle on this. Here comes the shot. Boy, yeah, this changes directions now in front, I think.
I believe you're right.
For Morrissey, might have went off a Hawk player.
Yeah. For Morrissey, that's his 13th. Meanwhile, Levshunov tracking back into the Jet zone. Leaves the puck on the left circle. Khrushchev couldn't get a shot away. Levshunov takes the puck back and sticks it back out to the point, but nobody is there, and the puck slides down ice into the Hawk end. Nick Foligno takes a give from Martinez and then whips the puck back across to Martinez in the circle to Knight's left. Here's Alec Martinez dropping it back in that circle to Mikheyev. Passing to Murphy, back to Mikheyev, left wing through center, in over the Jet line. Mikheyev turning to the half boards. Sticks it down behind the net around to Murphy, right point. He'll flip the puck back in behind the net. It's picked off by Sandberg of the Jets. Donato took it away, put it in front. Here's Connor Bedard, chased to the near boards. Bedard leaving the puck at the left point, but reaching out was Lowry with the stick to poke check the puck to center ice. Bedard recovers. Back to Murphy, Hawk zone. Head to Donato, center ice, into Mikheyev. Steps into the Jets' end. Fights through a couple of checks. Got to the puck in the right wing corner. Wipes it back up the boards, but right to Kyle Connor of the Jets. To Mason Appleton at center ice. At the end of his shift, he'll dump the puck off the left side boards and down behind the Hawk net. And Knight handling it there for Connor Murphy. Murphy moving up the right wing, passing to center ice over the logo to Veleno. He'll dump it off the right quarter boards into the Jet zone. Morrissey took it, tried to clear the puck out. Taken away at the right point by Maroon. He put it down behind the net. Here's Veleno in front, kicking it to his stick and firing, and a pad save is made by Hellebuck. Now the puck cleared ahead by Morrissey to Connor. He deflects it all the way down from the Jet blue line, and icing is going to be the call here against Winnipeg. We're down to 15:56 left in period number 3. 3-2 in favor of the Jets.
Boy, how big are those saves by Hellebuck at the beginning of the second period. Hawks just not able to get some separation the way that they would have liked to have had against this Jet team that can score some goals. They're a well-balanced team. To me, they're kind of missing the second-line center position, but Nemestikovs have done a nice job in that area. Third-line center, Lowry, excellent. First-line center, Scheifele, excellent.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Jets can get deep into the playoffs, how that will factor in or not factor in, which you talked about, that second-line center. It's, as you know, I don't have to tell you how important that is come playoff time. In behind the Hawk net, Vlasic winds the puck around up the left wing side. This deflects out over the blue line to center ice. Perfetti to the puck, to DeMello, front of the penalty boxes. He gave it away at the Hawk line to Vlasic. Quick pass ahead for Nazar. He'll deflect the puck down into the Jets' crease. Hellebuck stopping it there, put it behind the net to Morrissey. Then to Perfetti, Jet line, ahead to Niederreiter into the Hawk zone. Tried to break to the net. Levshinoff, a nice defensive play to lift his stick and take the puck away. Kaiser behind the Hawk net, settling a pass down, holding the puck there. He steps out to the right, then backs back in behind the net, then banks a pass up the right side. Oliver Moore, center ice. Rink-wide pass, Foligno steps into the Jet zone. From the left point, unloads it off the end boards. Levshinoff got to the puck along the right side boards. Here's Levshinoff back at the point now. To Kaiser, high slot area. Trying to hand it ahead for Foligno. The pass was in his skates. And Perfetti kicks the puck to center ice. Nick Foligno on the penalty box side. Tried to hand it ahead for Kurashev, taken away by Luke Shen. Flipped the puck into the Hawk zone. Quick clear by Levshinoff to center ice. Now Levshinoff from the Hawk blue line takes the puck back, sends it over to Kaiser. Hawk line left wing. Head to Donato. Fights off a check over the Jet line on the left wing. And then Shen stepping up, took it away. Clears the puck off the right side boards into the Hawk end, and Kaiser will track it down behind the net now. Passing up the left wing to Mikheyev. Little slap pass back into the Hawk zone to Connor Murphy in front of the net. He'll now move it out to the line, held in by Barron. Barron now sends it into the right wing circle. Anderson Dolan to the Hawk net, shoots. That's turned out of there. Loose puck in the crease. And looked like Bedard reaching in with a stick. The puck slips out to the near corner. Barron got it there for the Jets. To the right point to Pionk. Moves it to the deep slot to Sandberg, and he'll fire from there, and that deflects wide. Jets get it back in front of the net now. Here's a backhand shot by Barron, and Spencer Knight got his left pad on this one. In the near corner, Anderson Dolan flipping the puck behind the Hawk net into the far corner. Murphy got hold of it. Had to Bedard at center ice to Mikheyev, Jet line left wing side. He flings it down behind the Jets net, and Connor Bedard trying to get to that puck was held up. Penalty going to be called here to the Jets. Hawks will go to the Sitco power play when we return. Here's why.
2-minute minor interference.
Well, there it is. 13:18 left in the third. 3-2 Winnipeg. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The NHL season is wrapping up, but the action is better than ever. And with FanDuel, new customers who bet $5 get $250 in bonus bets if you win. So download the app and secure big all season long with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Chris Chelios. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave. With no fake colorings or flavors, our verified additive-free Blanco, Reposado, and Anejo are so smooth, it's criminal. Our unique oxygenation process delivers a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. So pick up a bottle today at any of the 4 Sal's Beverage World locations. For events, cocktails, and more, visit elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito, baby.
Imagine stepping into your backyard oasis. Lush gardens, charming stone pathways, elegant patios, and a cozy fire pit glowing under the stars. Picture vibrant flowers, soothing water features, and custom lighting creating the perfect ambiance for evening. With a Garden Guy Landscaping, your outdoor space becomes a breathtaking retreat for relaxing, entertaining, and making memories. From custom designs to expert installation, a Garden Guy turns ordinary yards into extraordinary escapes. Call 224-676-0222 for your free estimate and let a Garden Guy create your paradise.
You're listening to Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Now, back to the game.
Alex Martinez being recognized on the Jumbotron here. Family and friends in attendance. This is his last game in the NHL. He comes out, and he is very emotional as well. The farewell tour here tonight with Patty Maroon and Martinez, calling it a career. And for Martinez, 3 Stanley Cups, 2 with the Kings, 1 with Vegas, 862 games, almost 300 points in his career. He's the steady defenseman. You don't win championships without guys like Martinez, and what a career he has had as well. So congratulations to Martinez and Big Patty Maroon on wonderful careers. What a way to finish it. His old teammate Dustin Brown from the LA Kings flew in to be here to see this last game.
And now the Hawks have a power play at the Hawk line. Renzel had the puck poke checked away by Lowry down to the Hawk blue line. Sam Renzel backing up to get it between the circles, Hawk in. Here's Renzel carrying to the Hawk line. He'll float it back between the circles, Hawk in to Bedard. Bedard gains center ice. Quick pass on the right wing. Nazar into his skates, Jets line. He races into the corner along with Morrissey. Morrissey's lost his stick. And Nazar has the puck. We're going to get a whistle stopping play. Josh Morrissey may have caught a high stick here, and he is headed to the Winnipeg bench for some repairs.
Was there a high stick on the play, or it was just part of that collision? They're going to get together and talk about it.
Get a second look. Well, Nazar went to lift Morrissey's stick and strip the puck away.
Well, the referees are all gathering in front of the timekeeper's bench to see what the call is, if any call. Doesn't look like there's going to be a call here. They're taking a second look. Second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. So no call, and looks like Morrissey's going to be all right. Stays on the Jets bench. It'll be a face-off to the left-hand side of Connor Hellebuck. And it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866 Four Seasons.
Bad enough you're going to get nicked up and banged up in the playoffs. Don't want to get nicked up and banged up in the games leading up to the playoffs, huh? Bedard left circle. Here's Bedard, top of the left circle, then high slot, moves it over, right circle, Teravainen, back to Bedard, one-timer and a shoulder save made by Hellebuck. And Barron, going down to his knees, will swat the puck all the way down and down beside the Hawk net. Hawks are under a minute on their power play now, 50 seconds to be exact. Renzel dropping the puck in the Hawk zone, Teravainen to Bedard over the center ice circle. Over the Jet line to Renzel, deep slot to Maroon, left circle, closes in, fires, chest save made. Nazar on the rebound, gave it behind the net, Bedard to the left circle, Maroon, shoots, that's blocked. Loose puck comes out to Teravainen at the right point. Whips it down the boards behind the net into the left wing corner. Bedard is there to the left circle. Here's Nazar. Now Nazar fed the slot, picked off by Nemesnikov of the Jets, and he'll backhand it down. Maroon tried to jam the top of the crease for a couple chances there.
Yeah, he had a couple good looks there. First shot got through. Hellebuck with a big save. Second one was blocked by the defender in front.
10 seconds on the Hawk power play at the Hawk blue line. Vlasic has the puck, leaving it for Philip Kurashev now with 5. He'll lead the last rush on the power play into the Jet zone. Gave it to Donato left point. And then Lowry stepping up, took the puck away, clears to center ice. He and Donato battle for the puck. The Jets, meanwhile, have come to full strength. Kurashev flips the puck back in the Hawk zone. Left shot off to Donato, left wing to center ice. To Kurashev coming by. Stripped of the puck by Niederreiter of the Jets. Sends it ahead to Perfetti into the Hawk zone, and he'll rifle one from the top of the left circle over the net. Loose puck in the near corner. Vlasic stabs it out of there now to Nick Foligno. Polino with a little turn to the bottom of the near circle Hawk zone. Then he'll advance the puck to center ice. Flips it down to the right wing corner. Jets in. Morrissey in to get it. Poke checked away by Mikheyev. Polino's got it behind the net. Trying to jam it in the short side. And Hellebuck is down, leaning against the left post. Pins the puck to the paint of the crease beside the net and holds it. He really didn't have a firm hold on that puck. That just came loose there at the last second. 10:36 left in the third. 3-2 Winnipeg.
Yeah, goaltenders, when you're not sure, they just kind of stay still because any kind of motion can't drop that puck there. So Hellebuck was just holding his ground there on the near post there until he got the whistle. On April 12th, back in 1938, at the Chicago Stadium, despite a losing record in the regular season, the Blackhawks registered one of the biggest upsets in NHL history by beating the favored Toronto Maple Leafs 4-1 to capture their second Stanley Cup. This day in Blackhawks history, sponsored by Global Auto Recycling. Get cash for your car or truck today with Global Auto Recycling.
Which at that time proved probably the new adage at that time. The playoffs are different from the regular season. Teams just get into the playoffs. There was a time when the Toronto Maple Leafs were just one of the toughest teams ever in the playoffs. Regular season wasn't to their liking, but boy, did they come out and play in the playoffs. Here's a save now with a glove from Knight. The Hawk crease, he'll hold on. We'll get a whistle in the face-off, and the circle is left. I referenced the 16 National Hockey League days when I said that, Troy. Not sure how many of the listeners followed me. So now for the Hawks, Rinzel, Vlasic, Donato, Connor Bedard, and Ilya Mikheyev. Donato against Scheifele on the draw. Scheifele wins it to Pionk. Shot from the right point. And a butterfly save made by Knight. Scheifele was there on the rebound but could not jam it home. Meanwhile, Connor moves into the high slot. Drops the puck left wing corner to Scheifele. Carries behind the net, leaves it for Kyle Connor, who banks it to the left point. Stanley will fire. That was blocked by Vlasic between the circles. That stung a bit. Now Mikheyev to the puck. Lead pass to Donato, center ice. Dumps it off the right corner boards, jet zone. Hellebuck plays the puck in the far corner, but right to Donato. Donato tried to jam a pass in front, came back behind the net. Donato got it to Vlasic, left point. He'll put it over, bottom of the right circle, Bedard fires, and Hellebuck holds the left post again and makes this save with the shoulder and the glove and holds on. 9:28 left in the third. 3-2 in favor of Winnipeg. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Alex Vlasic, and you're listening to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Get cash in a flash for your older wrecked car today. That old piece of junk car is still hogging up space in your driveway? Do something about it. Global Auto Recycling and Repair will take that rusty old bucket of bolts off your hands today, and you'll get cash in a flash. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll pay you cash in a flash to take away that old clunker that's been annoying you for way too long. Call Global Auto Recyclers at 847-608-4700 today.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
It's golf season, and that means it's time to start betting like a pro with the world's largest sportsbook right at your fingertips. Circus Sports is sports betting the way it should be. Shop the odds on the app for every tournament. Circus Sports has high betting limits, exceptional customer service, and more. Fun and bet like a pro anywhere, anytime. It's never been easier. Get your golf bets in for every tournament. Visit circusports.com today. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Preparation is the key to winning. To beat Chicago's weather extremes, choose the best fiberglass or vinyl windows and patio doors from the Gilkey Window Company. Go to Gilkey.com.
Halfway through the third period, Blackhawks get Bedard's line out here for this offensive zone face-off. The Blackhawks line change, sponsored by Gilkey Windows. The best line of fiberglass windows and doors. John Weideman, Troy Murray, Charlie Rimmeliotis here at the United Center. If the Hawks don't find a way to tie this game up, they only got 10 9:28 to go here.
Yeah.
For the remainder of the regular season here in Chicago. 2 road games to finish it off. Monday, Tuesday, Montreal, Ottawa.
Jets win the draw. They come out of their zone as Sandberg sends a pass up the left wing off of Donato's stick into the Hawk end, and Renzel recovers the puck. He put it over to Alex Vlasic. You could hear the linesman yelling offside. Hawks come out of their end, led by Bedard over the Jet line right wing. Put it over to Donato. Shoot, he scores! A laser beam of a shot by Ryan Donato for the left wing boards. Beats Hellebuck on the glove side. I don't know if he ever saw it. And we're tied at 3. What a shot by Ryan Donato. That's number 31 on the season. And for Connor Bedard, he picks up the assist. Now tied with the great Eddie Olchuk for most assists by a teenager in Blackhawks history.
Yeah, this shot just fools Hellebuck. It's just a bank pass from Bedard, goes all the way across, and Donato just steps into this one, tees it up, and hammers it home. As I said right moments before, if the Hawks don't tie this game up, which they did there, time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. What a season for Ryan Donato. Wow, 31, as you mentioned, on the season.
Now Mazar at center ice. Put it in over the Jet line. Left circle. Teravainen fires. That's over the net. Murphy along the right wing boards. Poking the puck down to the corner. Niederreiter took it for the Jets. To Morrissey. Takes a pass up the left wing. Picked off at the line by Teravainen, but then taken back by Nemesnikov, and he'll clear to center ice. Here's Alec Martinez with it in front of the penalty boxes at center ice. Whipping the puck over to Levshunov. And a pass up the right wing for Bertuzzi, Jet blue line, but it's off his stick, and the Jets take the puck back. Teams and line changes. DeMello with a pass on the right wing to Perfetti, Hawk blue line. Deflects it down behind the net. Knight will put it to the near corner. Kaiser whips it over to Levshunov. Rink wide pass. Kurashev, Jet line left wing. Had to hold up and catch the puck, and he did. He put it down behind the net. Hellebuck steers it around up the far side, taken away by the Hawks. Oliver Moore, high slot area. Had a stick lifted. Puck slides out to center ice. Wyatt Kaiser's got it there. Head to Foligno. Jet line. Steps into the zone. Down the left wing side, Moore. He tries a tough angle shot, and a stick save made by Hellebuck. In behind the Jets net. Scheifele to the puck. Spins it up the near side for Iafallo. To Scheifele coming by. Good play by Moore, stepping up and trying to dump the puck in deep, but it reflects the center ice. Scheifele into the Hawks zone, right circle, put it in front to Connor. A backhand shot and a big save made by Spencer Knight with the stick. Here's Kurashev up ice to center ice to Valeno over the line to Kurashev in front to Slaggert, top of the crease. He tried to get to the puck, and Hellebuck dives out on top of it and holds on. And a whistle will stop play. Great momentum from the Hawks coming off of that goal. An outstanding save by Spencer Knight results in a terrific playmaking opportunity for the Hawks.
Yeah, unfortunately for Oliver Moore, his stick snaps at the Winnipeg Jets blue line, and that gives the Jets an opportunity. They skate down in a 2-on-1 in all alone, and Spencer Knight makes his biggest save of the game. Looked really calm there on that little play there. Just stood his ground. Scheifele, a perfect pass over, and one of the best scorers in the NHL. Can't bury it.
And the way we should also mention that Bedard's assist gives him a career high 62 points. Here's Vlasic with a shot from the left point. Glove save made by Hellebuck. Maroon was crowding the crease, but Hellebuck holds on for the whistle. Things getting a little tense in the Winnipeg end of the ice. Face-off circle to the right of Connor Hellebuck.
Boy, Maroon had another opportunity right in front of the net, and he just can't find the rebound. The first time goes back to the point, and Maroon standing right in front of the net. He heads off. Keep an eye on him when his last shift could be in the NHL. Wants to stay out there as much as he can, but again, offensive zone face-off. They get Bedard's line out there. Donato will step in to take this draw.
Lowry facing off against Donato. The drop of the puck. And Donato works it back to the point to Martinez. He'll stick it down behind the Jets net into the right wing corner for Bedard. He was all tied up there. Jets get the puck back and cleared to center ice by Tanev. Martinez took it back in front of the penalty boxes. Swings it down behind the Jets net. Morrissey guides it into the near corner to DeMello. He sticks it up ice. Nobody home. It goes all the way down, and icing will be the call against the Jets. Well, the faceoff will come down inside the Jet zone, and they're going to move it over in the circle to Hellebuck's left.
Faceoff's basically 50% in this game, but what happens from here on out is the important part. Bedard steps in here against Big Lowry.
And the drop of the puck, Lowry sends it to the corner. Picked off there by Morrissey. Moves up the left wing, passing ahead to center ice to Appleton. He deflects the puck down behind the Hawk net. Martinez reverses it over to Murphy. He'll pass up the right wing to Donato at center ice and over the Jet line. Runs into Morrissey, but put the puck to the corner. Tanev tried to stroke it out of the zone. Held in momentarily by Bedard, but then taken back by Appleton of the Jets in front of the benches, and he'll backhand it down behind the Hawk net. 6:15 left on the clock for the third here at the United Center. Hawks and Jets tied at 3. Connor Murphy now takes a pass from Martinez to center ice. Fires it down the right side boards deep into the Jet zone. Puck circles the net to the near corner. Nazar pokes it back in behind. Stanley clears it out to the point. Held in by Leshinoff to Bertuzzi, right circle in front. Nazar shoots, he scores! Nazar with a bullet shot on the stick side beats Hellebuck. And the Hawks lead the Jets 4-3 with 5:55 left in the third. And once again, the United Center is up for grabs.
Just a hard-working shift by the Blackhawks. Connor Murphy keeps his play alive. Winnipeg can't get out of the zone. He keeps it alive, gets it down low, and Bertuzzi finds a loose puck. Quick little pass into the slot area. Nazar had already adjusted his feet, opened himself up so he could hammer that one past the goaltender Hellebuck. And boy, that was just a quick bang-bang play and a great shot by Nazar to finish this one. Just a laser bullet. No chance for Hellebuck to react on this play. He had to respect the fact that Bertuzzi could take that shot, but he didn't. Great feed, great play. Hawks with 2 quick goals, and they're up 4-3. Time to break out the Bandito one more time. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
We're going to need to get an Uber for you, Troy. What do you think? You be okay?
I don't know.
Let me see those keys, mister. At the Hawk blue line, Niederreiter takes the puck, spins it across the line. Nemesnikov lost it at the point to Levshinoff of the Hawks. To Bertuzzi, he'll flip the puck slowly to the left wing corner in the Jets end. Went in to finish his check on Pionk and took the puck away. Outstanding effort by Tyler Bertuzzi. Now he stabs the puck out to center ice. Renzel back to get it for the Hawks. Over to Vlasic. Jet line left wing side. He'll flip the puck down behind the net. Hellebuck stopping it there for Dylan Sandberg in the corner. To Pionk between the circles. Passing ahead of the Hawk line. Vlasic broke it up and he'll send it back down into the Jet zone. Frank Nazar, by the way, hits double figures with that goal. That's number 10 on the year. Now pass up ice by DeMello up the right wing side for Iafallo. It's down the boards and in behind the Hawk net where the Hawks Renzel and DeMello of the Jets battle. Shifley enters the fray, got the puck to Connor, right wing circle. He'll twist away to the boards, then to the top of the circle, then back to the boards again. Connor top of the circle again, now through the high slot. Holding the puck top of the left circle. Drops it to DeMello, high slot. Moves it top of the right circle to Morrissey. Back to DeMello, left point. DeMello holding the puck, spins it back down behind the Hawk net. And this eludes Vlasic, but Kyle Connor right there to get it. Connor from the right circle, fires it in front, off the stick of Shifley and wide. Morrissey from the line. To Connor, right wing circle. Tied up effectively by Oliver Moore, who sticks the puck free up the boards, but not out. Kept in by Shifley, right point. Put it down to the corner. To Connor. He'll stick it behind the Hawk net. Shifley there. Shifley to Connor, top of the left circle, and Morrissey at the line in the deep slot. To DeMello, right point. Here's DeMello now, moving it to Morrissey, left circle. Shoots! He scores! A give and go between DeMello and Morrissey. And Morrissey wide open in that left wing circle. Beats Spencer Knight. And this is on the glove side, up in the corner. And the Jets have now tied it at 4 with 3:47 left in the third.
Boy, you could just really see this play develop from up here. Nick Foligno gets caught puck watching out high in the zone, and he turned his head, looked at Morrissey. Morrissey was standing there, turned around, drifted towards the puck by just a step or so. He turned around, looked over his right shoulder, and there was nobody there. Morrissey had jumped down there, and DeMello was reading this play all the way, and you just know that Nick Foligno gives IFL a little cross-check in the back there. He just knows that that's his responsibility. So we got us a tie hockey game for Morrissey. We've got 2 goals in this one, 14 on the season now.
In behind the Hawk net, Martinez digs the puck out, moves it up the right side to McKayev, Hawk blue line. He shot it rink wide. Bedard in front of the penalty boxes is tied up by Mason Appleton of the Jets. And Lowry came along, reaching in with a stick to muscle everybody off the puck, took it away. Back in the Jet zone, this is Pionk to the Winnipeg blue line, stepping ahead and over the Hawk blue line, then lost the puck off a poke check from Donato. Puck slides down to the inboards. Alec Martinez has it there. Over to Murphy along the right boards. Outlets now to Donato at center ice, front of the benches. He carries into the Jet zone, lost the puck off a poke check. The other way come the Jets. Niederreiter down the right wing. Hawk zone will fire in and out of the glove of Knight. In the left wing corner, Bertuzzi runs into Niederreiter. Works the puck free ahead now to Nazar, Hawk blue line. Stepping ahead to center ice. He'll flip it on the left wing now to Levshunov. He pokes it into the Jet zone a few feet, but Barron will chip it back to center ice. And Bertuzzi will fire it back down the boards and in behind the Jets net. 2:35 left on the clock for the third of a 4-4 game. Jets attack. Nemesnikov down the left wing into the Hawk zone. Flings the puck behind the net off the glass around to the near corner to Bertuzzi. He'll stick it back in behind Levshunov, driving it around up the right side to Teravainen, who deflects the puck to center ice, and the Jets get it back at their line. Pionk at center ice. Dumping it down the right side boards in behind the Hawk net. Levshunov will stroke it to the near corner to Kaiser. Head to Foligno. Hawk line to McKayev breaking into the Jet zone. Sticks the puck to the left wing corner in the Jet end. Tried to get to it. He was checked off the puck by Pionk. And the Jets are back the other way. Scheifele hands it off to Iafallo over the Hawk blue line. You heard that whistle cut the air. That means offside at the Hawk line. We're down to 1:54 left in period number 3. 4-4 is the score, and the faceoff will stay at center ice.
Well, who was hot, who was cold, sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time. Boy, you look at some teams getting some good records here to finish off the season. Teams like Buffalo, 8 wins in their last 10 games. And then you look at Boston, only 2 wins. Their last 10 as well. Who's hot as cold, sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago. Shot from the Winnipeg Jets. Knocks the mask off of Spencer Knight. So he's down on his knees in the crease. Readjusting everything. Looks like he's going to be okay. Sharp angle shot.
Wow. Brandon Tanev.
Tanev's a good pickup for the Winnipeg Jets. He's a playoff type of character. So was Big Luke Schenn on the blue line there.
I was going to say, neither one of them would be fun to play against in the playoffs, right?
No.
That's the whole point.
Exactly.
Inside the Hawk zone, Nick Foligno had the puck knocked off his stick, but it's over the blue line to center ice, forcing the Jets to regroup. Lowry got it back into the Hawk zone to Tanev along the right side boards. Spins it behind the Hawk net into the far corner. The Hawks' Joe Veleno took it back. Jets go for a line change. Hawks might catch him at it. Vlasic now to the Jet line on the left wing. Strokes the puck down the boards behind the net. Pionk has it there now to DeMello near corner. Whips it past the center ice, picked off by Ilya Mikheyev, who tried to flip it into the Jets' end. And it's taken back by the Jets. Morgan Barron down the right wing. Hawk zone will fire a backhand. Hit the pad of Knight and goes wide. Good defensive play there by Alec Martinez. Now in the near corner. Barron put it to the right point. Pionk sends it left point. Morrissey to Nemesnikov, top of the left circle. Got away a shot, but it hits the glass. Now Niederreiter put the puck to the right point to Pionk. Down to Barron behind the net. Here's Barron freeing himself from a check. Banks it to the left point. Dylan Sandberg fires, and that hit traffic in front, and a glove save made anyway by Spencer Knight. Looked like Alec Martinez got a piece of that shot, and Knight ends up with it in his glove. 37 seconds left in regulation. 4-4. Face-off will stay in the Hawk zone.
I'll tell you what, Winnipeg has done a really nice job in this game of getting all kinds of traffic around Spencer Knight. Connor Murphy knocks down one of the players. Iafallo was right there, mixed up with, it might have been Nemesnikov. Not 100% sure. With Martinez. Face off to the right-hand side. 37.5 on the clock.
And Foligno wins it right back in on Knight, who directs the puck over to Rinzel. He'll clear through the air to center ice. Jets get the puck back at their blue line. DeMello Passing it ahead for Iafallo at the Hawk blue line. He had to hold up. One of the Jets was already in the Hawk zone. Iafallo strokes the puck down into the Hawk end. Nick Foligno spins it back around up the right wing side. Teravainen to Vlasic, Hawk line to Foligno over the Jet line down the right wing to Nazar, right corner. Slips the puck behind the net, left wing boards. Teravainen put it in front. Nazar shoots. It's just over the top of the net. Oh, man, he had the whole top of the net open and just flat out missed. DeMello to center ice will sling a long one wide of the Hawk net as the horn sounds. And regulation ends with the sides tied at 4.
Look at Nazar. He's skating around with his stick on top of his head. He had an opportunity. Boy, Teravainen knows that there's not much time left. He throws it right to the crease area. And somehow this puck just spits right out to Nazar, and he did have that wide open opportunity. Top corner was there. I don't know if he missed it or shot it over. He can't believe it. What a finish that would have been with about 10 seconds to go. Get another look at this here, and he just fans on it, kind of flutters on him.
And it's so easy for us to say, just take that extra half second.
But, you get another look at this, and Scheifele gets his stick in on the hands of Nazar just as he was shooting that, so he wasn't able to have the follow-through and kind of just bled off the tip of his blade. Good hockey game. And why not? Let's extend it a little bit more.
Yeah. I like that. Thank you.
Tonight's overtime is sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
Well, these great Blackhawk fans who've paid good money to come down here and fill this building for the last game of the regular season, home game of the regular season, have certainly gotten their money's worth so far. This has been a rich afternoon. A lot of great hockey been played. We've had great goaltending at each end of the ice, even though each team has scored 4 goals.
Yeah, and the 31 shots actually by the Blackhawks, it's the first time in the last 19 games that the Winnipeg Jets have given up 30 or more shots. So the Hawks have been doing something right. Overtime record for the Jets, pretty darn good. 10-3 for the Hawks, not so much. 2-7. I do remember a play, though, that Connor Bedard scored on Hellebuck. Beat him with a shot coming right down the slot. Here, is it in Winnipeg?
Last season.
Yeah, last season
here.
Against Hellebuck. Let's get her going. Lowry against Nazar in the face-off circle. Bedard, Vlasic.
So here we go with OT. The sides, switch sides. Hawks going from our left to our right in this overtime frame. The drop of the puck. Nazar wins it decisively back into the Hawk zone.
Boy, Lowry just turned. He turned to the linesman there and was really mad about where that puck was dropped.
Vlasic to Nazar, right wing to center ice, slips by a check and then falls down, lost the puck. The Jets back the other way, 2-on-1, led by Lowry down the left wing side, shoots, butterfly save made by Spencer Knight. Bedard grabs the puck, moves up the right wing, and then lost it at the Hawk blue line. Poke checked away, Lowry back down the left wing again, Will Deeg, and got a shot away. Knight makes the save with the glove. Nazar, quick pass up the left wing to Bedard. Here's center ice over the Jet line. Bedard turning, works it free to himself, high slot. Drop pass for Renzel is batted away by Scheifele to the near corner. And Neil Pionk's got the puck for Winnipeg. Ahead to Scheifele through center ice and over the Hawk line on the left wing. Scheifele near the point. Stops along the half boards now. And he'll take the puck and retreat to center ice with it. And he drops it off to Kyle Connor. Ever dangerous Connor breaking into the Hawk zone to the right wing circle. Directed over there, though, by Teravainen. And then Connor also retreats back into the Jet zone. Connor between the circles. Passing to Morrissey at center ice, left wing to the Hawk blue line. Back to Connor over the center ice circle. Enters the Hawk zone. Connor, drop pass, Scheifele, top of the left wing circle. Crisscrossing with Morrissey, hands the puck off. Morrissey tried to center. McKayev got a skate in there, and the Hawks get possession of the puck. Renzel to center ice on the right wing. 3:30 in the overtime. Renzel at the Jets line retreats to center ice and then dumps the puck back in the Hawk zone to Teravainen. Back to Renzel, center ice on the right wing over the Jet line. Drop pass Donato, right circle, shoots, blocker save is made. Loose puck taken back by the Hawks. Donato behind the net in the Hyundai overtime. Had the puck stripped away by Nemesnikov. Then Donato leans on Nemesnikov along the inboards. Bedard in to try and skewer the puck away, but it's taken back by Perfetti of the Jets. Lead pass up the middle of the ice for Demesnikov. Just misses and slides down on Spencer Knight. He'll clear it ahead to Bedard, who breaks to center ice. Bedard over the jet line, down the right wing, a toe drag. Tried to get it to the net, ends up in the near side boards. And Leshinov went to play the puck, stick lifted off of it. Perfetti the other way through center. Over the Hawk line left wing, cuts through the high slot. Put it through his own feet into the right wing circle. Then to the right half boards, then flips the puck back to center ice, and Lowry will settle it down at the jet blue line. Here's Lowry as the Hawks change personnel. To Appleton over the Hawk line left point. Put it into the high slot. Sandberg there. Long shot. And it knocks the stick out of Knight's hand, but it goes wide. And Appleton now chases center ice with the puck. 2:15 on the clock for overtime of a 4-4 game. Appleton lead pass into the Hawk zone. Down the right side. Shoots. Blocker save made by Knight. Loose puck to the near boards. Lowry will track back to his blue line. Nearly stripped of the puck by the Hawks, Alex Vlasic. Lowry turning away in the jet zone. Dropping it at the blue line. Morrissey. Quick pass on the right wing. Appleton over the Hawk line right circle. Tried to center. Vlasic broke it up with a stick check. Moves the puck up the left wing side, and it misses Moore. Ends up at the jet line, and Morrissey's got it there. Morrissey carrying through center over the Hawk line, stopping at the left point, leaves it for Connor. Connor down the left wing to the circle, then to the corner, sheds a check, moves in behind the Hawk net, and away up the far side. Connor looping through the high slot, leaves it there for Morrissey, who drops it back to the line. Connor now from the high slot, he'll fire, and Vlasic deflects that one wide. 1:29 on the clock for overtime. Shifley to Connor, left circle, shoots, and that's over the Hawk net around the glass. Nazar racing to the puck at center ice on the left wing to Moore. Cuts into the jet zone. Had the puck stripped off his stick. Look out, the Jets are back the other way. Here's Connor at center ice. Turn the puck over to Mikheyev, to Renzel. In the jet zone. Got by a check. Right circle. Fed the slot. Mikheyev shoots. Oh, just wide of the net. I believe Hellebuck got a piece of it. And the puck deflects up into the protective netting and out of play, and a whistle will stop play. What an overtime we're witnessing here. We're down to 1:02 left in the extra frame, and an outstanding setup by Renzel. That could have been the game winner.
Yeah, Renzel, nice little play at the blue line to keep this play alive, and then sets Mikheyev up, and nice defensive effort by the Jets defenseman to knock this one up into the netting. Jets had all kinds of possession time and some real good looks at Spencer Knight. Lowry, 2 opportunities coming in on 2-on-1s. Donato had a good opportunity. Good shot from Connor. Knocks the stick out of Spencer Knight's hand. Great opportunities here in the Hyundai overtime.
Hawks control out the draw. Here's Bedard in the right wing circle. Under a minute to play in OT. Bedard top of the right circle. Holding. Turning away at the point to Renzel in the slot. He shoots. It just missed the net. Puck banks up the near side, and a hustling play by Bedard. Had it stripped away by Niederreiter. Back into the Hawk zone down the left wing side. A toe drag and a shot. He never got it away. Loose puck behind the net. Cleared away by Pionk up the far side. Renzel reaching around one of the Jets. Couldn't clear the zone. Niederreiter took it away right circle. Cuts in front. Shoots. Knight is down with a butterfly save. And he stopped it with the right pad and pins it to the ice long enough for the whistle. 26 seconds remain in overtime. We have seen some unbelievable goaltending today. And there we see another illustration of Spencer Knight's talents. Holy smokes.
Boy, how flexible is Spencer Knight to be able to sprawl out like this, keep his pad flat on the ice. Niederreiter in too close to try and elevate this, but Spencer Knight has made some terrific saves here in overtime. Winnipeg has controlled the play. 26 seconds to go before they would go into a shootout.
Oh, my word. The on-ice level camera really tells the story there. I mean, that was Knight stretching out as far as a human being possibly could to make that save. All right, 20 seconds left in OT. Jets control. Morrissey from the slot fires. Looked like that Knight got the knob of his stick on it, knocking it away. Foligno to the puck right wing side. Hawk blue line. We'll send it over now. Vlasic through center ice over the Jet line. Down the left wing. Got by a check. Put it to the slot. Foligno tried to kick into a stick and fire. Blocked by Lowry. Foligno took it back in the high slot, then lost it to Perfetti. He loses the puck to center ice, and there's the horn ending overtime. Shots on goal after overtime, 41-32 in favor of the Jets. They got 6 shots away in OT. The Hawks look like they've gotten some shots away, but a lot of blocking of shots by the Jets defensemen and players to keep this one tied.
Yeah, Hawks only had 1 shot on goal. The star of that Hyundai overtime was Spencer Knight. He had to come up with, I'd say, 4, 5 really quality opportunities out of the 6 that they had. So now we'll head into the shootout here. The Jets haven't had many of those opportunities because they've been so good in overtime. They're 1-1. The Hawks 1-3.
So now we head to the shootout. And that means we got to grab the shootout stats and share them with you good folks. We have to actually untape some of the pages that I've taped to the counter. A little method to my madness here. I'm okay, bud. Thank you, though. So Spencer Knight in shootout this season, 2-1. Connor Hellebuck, 0-1. So not many shootouts for the Jets. Eric Comrie has the Jets' lone shootout victory. And Teuvo Teravainen 4 for 4 in shootout, Troy. I would think we'll see him here. For sure.
The home team, Blackhawks, have an opportunity to decide what they wanted to do. Whether they want to shoot first or let the Jets shoot first. Common is that the home team has usually tried to take that first shot, initiate the overtime frame.
Well, we just got through the Hyundai overtime. Ryan Donato will be the first shooter for the Hawks in shootout. And Donato, 1 for 3, picks up the puck at center ice, carries over the jet line down the right wing, cuts to the slot, digs and shoots. It looked like Hellebuck might have gotten a piece of that with the stick.
Hellebuck did a nice job. He's a big goaltender, 6'4", and he just kind of outweighted Donato. Didn't make the first move. You want to make that goaltender make the first move if you can, if you're a shooter. Hellebuck didn't bite on anything, and there was nothing to shoot at.
Here's Scheifele, 0 for 2, picks up the puck at center ice, crossing the Hawk line, slowing down in the slot, and shoots. And Knight looked like he got a piece of that with a pad. And the puck deflected off the side of the net as well. Let's take a look. Yeah, he did get a piece of it. And the puck deflected off the side of the post. So no score in the shootout. Here's Connor Bedard. 1 for 4 on the season. He's ready. He picks up the puck at center ice. Carries over the jet line on the left wing. Cuts back through the slot. Slows down. Shoots. He scores! Right through the 5-hole on Hellebuck. 1-0 Hawks in the shootout.
You just go down. You wait. Connor kind of slowed it down at the top of the left face-off circle. Wandered in. And then just the quick release. Beats Hellebuck between the legs. Fooled him.
Kyle Connor has the Jets' only shootout marker. He's got the puck over the Hawk line. Twisting down the slot. Shoots. He scores.
Oh, wow.
It looked like he floated that one into the top left corner.
Yeah, he did. That was a cheeky move. Right up over the blocker. Perfect position where he shot that puck right up into the top corner past the blocker. You mentioned Teravainen, 4 for 4 in the season. Here he goes.
All right. He picks up the puck at center ice. Carries into the Jet zone down the left wing. Cuts into the slot. Digs and shoots with a backhand. And for the first time this season, he misses. Puck hits the glass, and now the Jets can win this hockey game if this next shooter, and it's going to be Cole Perfetti, if he can convert here.
Boy, this is a big opportunity for Perfetti.
He's into the Hawk zone, down the slot, digs, and shoots. He scores. And the Winnipeg Jets have won this game with a 2-1 shootout victory. The final score of the game is going to be 5-4. And the Winnipeg Jets pick up the extra point. They match their all-time franchise high of 114. And in the process, they win the Central Division title and the Western Conference title. And now they're 1 point away from winning the President's Trophy. This game went as far as it possibly could. The Blackhawks did their level best to try and get some kind of a victory out of this game here today in some way, in any way. But the Jets did what was needed, what was necessary for them. And they end up winning the game. 5-4 the final score in shootout. Patrick Maroon and Alec Martinez, by the way, are going to be going through a line. This looks very similar to the end of a playoff series. And all the Winnipeg Jets with hugs, handshakes, and salutations for two great veterans of the National Hockey League in Patrick Maroon and Alec Martinez, who both played their last National Hockey League games here today.
Yeah, I mean, great respect. You battled throughout a whole season, a whole career. Enemies on the ice when the game is on. But this is what hockey is all about, the respect between the players, acknowledging Patrick Maroon, Martinez, for what they've accomplished in their careers. Between those two, 6 Stanley Cups. Every Winnipeg Jet player stayed on the ice to shake those guys' hands. And now they stand there and give everybody a stick tap. Well-deserved. The coaching staff stays out for the Jets to honor those two players as well. I just love that. Just love it.
I do too. And the Jets coaches, Scott Arniel and his coaching staff, all handshakes and hugs to the two gentlemen wearing the Blackhawks sweaters. And now Captain Nick Foligno, as Patrick Maroon skates out over the center ice circle. He and Alec Martinez will stand side by side over the center ice circle. A handshake and a hug between those two great NHL players. And a little personal message back and forth there. Photo opportunity between the two.
And you know those guys had some battles when Maroon was with the Ducks and Martinez was with the Kings. Congratulations to both Patrick Maroon and Alec Martinez. Special moment as they do a little bit of a lap wave to their family and friends who are in the suites here at the United Center. Just tremendous. Love it. Love it.
There'll be no possibility of the Blackhawks parading the Stanley Cup around this ice surface down below us, but we will see a very nice send-off for two great veteran players who gave their hearts and souls to the National Hockey League and to the game of hockey during their careers. And now, as I mentioned, Nick Foligno has the Blackhawk players all out at center ice. One more salute to the greatest fans in hockey. Final home game of the 2024-25 season is in the books. The Jets win 5-4 in the shootout, but the Hawk players are now saluting these wonderful fans who have come down here and are so supportive, home and road. You just can't beat the Blackhawk fans, I tell you what. They fill this building. This is a last place team, and here they are filling this building for what turned out to be a tremendous hockey game and really kind of a fun end to the regular season on home ice.
Yeah, I mean, boy, what an entertaining game. You don't get the results that you're looking for in the end, but a meaningful game in so many ways. You've got so many young guys that are going to be a part of this organization, the core guys for years to come, but you still need guys like Maroon and Martinez inside that locker room. Nick Foligno was one of those guys, and you just look down on the ice and Nick Foligno, you know, it means a lot to him. He's going to be in this position probably next year. He knows what it's like.
And it could be.
Give him a lot of credit.
I believe Nick is coming over to the penalty timekeeper bench and may want to address the crowd here. Let's see. They're going to give him a microphone. Yes, he is. Well, let's see.
I don't know if that's a microphone.
I'm sorry.
Is that a game puck that?
Okay, that's probably what it is. Okay, I thought Nick might want to address the crowd, but we keep it here momentarily.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. You know, you look at the leaders inside the room, guys like Connor Murphy, Martinez, Foligno, Maroon, so instrumental in the nurturing and mentoring of the young players on this Blackhawks team. And boy, there's a lot of them. But you look at the relationship that you have between Reichel and Patty Maroon, bringing them down to St. Louis for Christmas with them, part of the family. And
yeah,
you know, this is just an emotional moment down on the ice. It really is.
We should also mention to our great listeners, we are so very, very fortunate to do what we do, and we are in a booth that's situated right above Section 318 here within the United Center, and we have just the greatest people that you could ever want to meet up here. We call it the neighborhood, and for good reason. We love all these people. We see them every single game in, game out, regardless of the circumstances. As Maroon and Martinez have one last embrace down on the ice surface wearing their Blackhawks sweaters for the final time, the National Hockey League sweaters for the final time, and waves to the fans as they exit the ice for the Blackhawk dressing room. As Troy told you, an emotional scene really for everybody. A lot of fans have stayed to view this. And now we see Maroon exit the ice surface for the final time in his career. What great careers those two men had. Wow.
Yeah, how about it?
All right. Winnipeg wins 5-4 in the shootout. We'll tell you more about it right after we take this break. It's been an emotional day and really a fun day, but we're going to continue on here in just a moment. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end April 30th. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Marquette Bank has been helping neighbors, families, and business owners in Chicagoland for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you know your banker. You have access to a team of real professionals to help you make smarter financial decisions. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
For decades, Chicagoland has trusted one name to keep their cars looking great, Maaco. And now, for a limited time, get 30% off paint to make your ride shine like new. Need financing? No problem. 0% for 12 months available. See store for details. So call, stop in, or log on to Maaco.com. That's MAACO to find a location near you. Maaco, America's body shop. Uh-oh, better get Maaco.